They start yet?
Yeah, they just started. What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphins. We are live for Monday Night Football. We just got our first kickoff, which was a touchback. We got the Chicago Bears versus the Washington Redskins. And we're going to be live tonight watching the game. Y'all hit the like button on your way in the room. Now, all right, so first and foremost, we got Trubisky under center on a jet sweep. Around the corner, they're going to pick up 7 yards early on. Man, what's up, everybody coming in the room? 38 in the room. Y'all hit that like button on your way in, man. What's good, TD? I'm good, Brandon. We're going to do the first quarter on TD Fans Talk because my wife wants to watch this game because she's hoping that the Redskins lose since they're in the same division as the Dallas Cowboys, pretty much. So whenever she is done doing the stuff she has to do, we're going to go over to Down with the Dowls, our other channel. So if you're not subscribed to Down with the Dowls, y'all can check us over there because she wants me to teach her how to commentate a game, how to give commentary, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, this and that. She want to learn how to do that. I don't know why, but she wants to learn how to do it, so I'm going to teach her, man.
Yes, when I make my Cowboys Talk channel.
So you going to make a Cowboys Talk channel now? Get out of here. Crazy. 3rd and 2. I don't know why Trubisky look like Romo. I'm out again. Have fun, TD. All right, Rip. 3rd and 2, man to man. They're shooting the gap, blitzing 5. Oh, good catch.
Let's go Bears.
Good catch. Nice catch, Robinson. Man. Tell Hillary I didn't forget about our bet. Fin75 say she ain't forget about the bet. Fin75, you gotta hit me up because I ain't forget about our bet either. I gotta get you something from that NFL sports shop.
Tell her I won't even hold her to it. It's all good.
You heard of Fin70?
We are good, girl.
Give me the link for your other YouTube channel. I don't have the link right now.
Let me see if I can get it.
The link to the other channel?
Yeah.
Well, you need to put it in the comment section. If one of the mods can go over to the other channel and find the link and then put it in the comment section, I really appreciate it. If a mod can go on and find the link. I should have put the computer like over here so I can actually read from it instead of keep looking to the left at the monitor that I'm watching. Yo, TD, I got a good source. Good source for that was a half sentence. What up from Ohio, TD? What's up, Chris? Shout out to you, man. Glad you're hanging out with us tonight. Ooh, nice cutback, baby. Ooh, and he's gonna get the first. www.howaboutthemcowboys.com. Yeah, Breon talking noise. Breon. Breon just got put in timeout.
Yes! I'm timeout, my
It ain't no yes. He just got put in timeout, man, for that trash. I just put him in timeout.
Don't put him in timeout.
Nah, he been texting me all kind of crazy stuff. He gonna send me a text talking about Dolphins tickets are so low, you can now pay $75 to go on the field with the coaches and call 2 plays.
I can't see that you're live.
Hey, hater, huh?
I can't see that you're live.
You can't see that I'm live? You can't see that I'm live? And now I hear echo. Can you hand me the charger out of the room because my phone is literally at 1%? You can help me out, baby? Breon timed out right now, man.
I love the charger in the car.
Fins 13-3. Let's go, baby. 13-3. TD, what did she say? About what are you talking about? Oh, the link. My wife just put the link. Her name right there, Hillary Michelle. The link is right there to Down with the Dowls. Go over there and subscribe. Starting the 2nd quarter, we're gonna go over to the other channel, or whenever she's done doing the things that she's doing, we're gonna hang out on Down with the Dowls and stream this game. Well, we're gonna go live, but she wants me to teach her how to commentate a game. Because she keeps on bothering me about starting her Cowboys Talk channel. I'm like, man, whatever, man. I don't even know why I'm entertaining this, but hey, The wife want to do something, you're all for it, man. What did she say about the bet? Oh, she said she's not even gonna hold you to it.
It's all good, Princess.
She said it's all good, but she holding me to the $500 bet that we had.
Run me my money. Run me my money.
Well, the way my checking account, my checking account set up,
it's just fine. Run me my money.
The way it's set up, it's like a 60-day wait to transfer, and then it's a 3-year pending transaction.
Okay.
So just.
Okay. Tell T to pay his bet. Make like a Lannister.
I pay it every day. Make like a Lannister.
And pay your debts.
Lannisters always pay their debts. Flores told me we're getting Ramsey tomorrow. All right, we'll see. What up, Josh Rosen? I see you. We can beat the Chargers, to be honest. We can, but will we? I mean, I ain't seen 2 halves of football yet from our team. Oh, man, sacked. Can you please turn the audio down so it don't start looping? Please. That's the real Josh Rosen. D-Wade know what time it is. TD pays the rent. Almost everything dealing with this woman. We will be the craziest Cinderella story ever. 100 years of football magic. Yes. We coming back. Super Bowl this year, baby. We ain't giving up hope. Man. First round pick and second round pick throw in Drake for Ramsey.
Who is my first pick?
Man, I ain't speaking Drake name right now, man.
Are you ready?
I'm not speaking Drake name. I got a headache. I got another headache now. I was good. Had a headache ever since yesterday. And now I got another headache because you said Drake. You said Drake. I'm so mad with him. I'm really so mad with him. Oh, my gosh. I wanted at least a field goal on that drive. I mean, Rosen was looking good. We were headed down the field. I was starting to feel proud about my boys, man. We about to take the lead, man. Freaking Drake, boy. Freaking Drake. Oh, my head hurting for real, too. It's crazy. Just crazy, man. Man, my little son lives in Easton. Uncle TD, did the Dolphins win? We win every day, baby. Oh, man, TD, do you think the Dolphins can get Jalen Ramsey without trading one of our picks from 2020 or 2021, but instead give them 2022? No, that's not going to happen. Nah, that ain't even possible. Fans all the way from the Bahamas, 242. Shout out to you, Josh Newton. TD, Rosen is franchise bet. I hope so. I'm fine. What I saw from Rosen yesterday made me feel like I don't mind giving this kid a chance under helm for 2 to 3 years. And when I say 2 to 3 years, it's to give wiggle room for even mess ups and, he just had a rough day today. You know, what I saw yesterday was a quarterback who's capable, who can actually be a starting quarterback and lead this team to victories. I know that didn't say much because we didn't have a victory yesterday, but I can't put yesterday on him at all. I just hope that the coaches feel the same way. And we feel like, at the end of the day, Rosen got to continue this throughout the season. It's a long season. That was just one game. He got to continue it throughout the season. And just clean a few little things up, like underthrowing the ball when pressure is coming. Sit in that pocket, stick it in there, and take the hit, young man. That's what we need you to do in some cases. So I'm good with Rosen. And hopefully that saves some of those draft picks so that we can go ahead and focus solely on the trenches. We need a pass rusher, man. We need a pass rusher bad. All right? TD, what's good, bro? Love the passion. And if we build the D-line and some linebackers, man, I agree. Man. Only if the receivers would catch the ball. I mean, true. But it still don't matter, man. At the end of the day, even if the receivers catch the ball, it ain't going to matter if you can't stop the other team from scoring. It ain't going to matter, man. Redskins first possession under center. They're going to hand off. Running back, Peterson bouncing. He going to get 1 yard. I think that's Adrian. Yep. I'm behind. The coaches we could do without a job. The coaches we could. I don't know what that means. That's the coaches. A coach who needs to do a better job. I don't know what you're referring to in that regards. Stanley depends on the. Oh, I'm behind. Stanley depends where we get Judy at. Oh, it's a flag. O-line, pass rusher, and hold on. I'm behind. Y'all forgive me. 1 second. I saw a good comment I wanted to read. Man, did I lose it? Yeah. O-line, pass rusher, and wide out. First 3 picks. First pick. I don't care. I'm done. I'm convinced. The best defensive end in the draft. That's our first pick. That's our first pick. They can go quarterback. They can go offensive line. I'm just going to say, if it was me, if I'm number 1, I don't care if it was the number 1 overall pick. Whoever the best defensive end in the game is, and there's some good ones coming out. Defensive end. Best one in football. Period. That's my first pick, man. My first pick. I'm tired of it. We've been up and down at quarterback for years. We've been up and down about every position. But you know the one position that you can't afford in this league anymore to not be great at? And quarterback, I think I've done proving that. You don't need an elite quarterback to win it all. Eli Manning ain't elite. Joe Flacco wasn't elite. You just need an above average quarterback that got a good team around him. That's it. The odds of missing out on an elite quarterback are great because your odds are in favor of you missing out on a great quarterback regardless. The odds are overwhelmingly great that you're going to miss out on an elite quarterback and end up getting an above average one at best anyway. So what would I do? I want the elite defensive end. Interception. Oh, and I got the Bears defense. Let's go, baby. Eat. Touchdown, too. Ooh. Because I'm doing terrible in my fantasy team. I needed that. Let's see. Maybe y'all can give me a big-time run tonight. Man, I hope so. Shout out to Cedric Clemens with the donation. Win or lose, Dolphins is still my team. Bro, man, we got to hang out one day, man. One moment, y'all. Clean dicks. Nice. But yeah, man, we need to hang out someday, man. That's my type of thought process. Win or lose, Dolphins is still my team. No matter what, man. I don't care. And I'm always be positive about my team. Yesterday, I was really upset, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'll tell y'all now, man. I was hurt in that stadium. I gotta keep it 100 with y'all. I was hurt, man. I was hurt. Y'all understand, I was talking so much noise. We were looking good. Boy, I was giving it to the fans. They were like, who is this guy? But we were backing it up. When things started going south, man, I was hurt. The crowd was so freaking loud. I was just like, I felt like a stranger, man. I was almost embarrassed. But that's all right. I'm weathering the storm, baby. Everything we did, even when it was out of reach, we stopped them. I'm up, still screaming, baby. I stuck in there. But, man, it hurt. Yesterday hurt. Kenyon Drake. That's when it started to hurt. When Kenyon Drake fumbled the ball. Oh, my gosh. That's when it started to hurt. It really was hurt. When he fumbled that ball, oh, man, it just felt. You just felt like. Let me get off of that, man, because this is really hurting me now. Anyway, man, shout Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl. My point exactly, man. If Trent Dilfer can get a Super Bowl, I don't want to hear nothing. It was the Ravens D that won it for them. Ray Lewis any day. I agree, man. I'm telling y'all, man, defensive end is my first pick. We will 80% get a quarterback. Yeah, we'll get a quarterback, and I agree with the 80%. Now, if you want to put when we're going to get them, that's probably where our disagreement is going to come. That might be where the disagreement comes. If we got the number 1 overall pick, I can't agree to say that we're going to get the number 1 quarterback, our number 1 overall pick. Can't do it. I couldn't see Flores looking at Chase coming out of college, defensive end, and saying, let's go quarterback. It's just me, and I could be totally wrong. First overall pick, Tua Tagovailoa, man, we got him. I'm going to be like, dang, I don't know if I would have did it, but hey, we did it. That's our quarterback now. Let's go. But it's hard for me to believe Flores going to pass on the number 1 defensive end in the draft. It'll be hard for me to believe that. Flores out of all people? Let me tell you why. You got evidence, y'all. Why you think we were trying to get Cloudy? Look at these first 3 games. Look at these first 3 games. No matter what you liked or didn't like in the first 3 games, there's been one thing that has been constant. One thing that's been constant. Every quarterback we played has been getting their manicure and pedicure done while we rush at them. Chilling. Come here, Carter. What are those on your feet?
Nope, not yet.
Come here. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi.
It's right there. Say hi.
Hi.
No, right here. See the camera? Hi.
Hi.
Show your PJ Masks kicks. They ain't ready. Who is this? Gecko? Who is this? Huh? Catboy. Ah! Hey, Kim. Come here. Look at he taking off on me. Bye then, Cam. You ain't got to come to me. Man, I hope he throw another pick 6. The Redskins threw a pick 6.
That's what I like to hear.
Up, Adrian Peterson up the middle for 5 yards. All right, man. What you gonna mess with me all night? Huh? Huh? No. Bye. Go play. Well, because it's bedtime almost anyway. High five. Ooh, forget you two then. Forget you two. Anywho, see what y'all talk about. We gotta protect Rosie. Cute kid, man. Handful though. You can come pick him up. We have to provide protection for Rosie. I agree. Stephen Ross is not making the same mistake by not selecting a QB next year. Like I said, he gonna select the QB. I just find it hard to believe that it's gonna be the number 1 overall pick. Oh, we gonna select one, but not number 1 overall. It would baffle me. Flores passing up on the number 1 defensive end coming out of college. It would baffle me. The one thing we haven't been able to do is get at the quarterback. What good is bringing another quarterback in if you can't stop the other teams? That's the problem we've had. Ain't no good bringing in a quarterback who you hope to be the guy of the future. Oh, fumble. Khalil Mack. That's what you need. Quarterback 2 seconds after he snapped the ball, he already in trouble. That's what you need. I find it real hard to believe that Flores is going to pass up on the best defensive end in coming out of college football, who should be a day 1 starter. Hard to believe. This man turned around in his play action with Khalil Mack right in his face. Play action. Nowhere to go. That's what we need. It'll make life so much easier. The offense can afford to have a few woes here and there. 3rd and 22, Lord. Another one. Khalil Mack made him flush out again. He got it off, though. Khalil Mack, another pressure. If I can get any kind of running back play, I might be fine. Bree, man. I don't know what. Let me look at my fantasy team. Oh my gosh, you mean to tell me my phone died on me? Yeah, but I don't think it's actually. Oh, it was dead. Now it's hooked up. Now it's gonna take a little. I'm officially 2-1 in both fantasy leagues. Man, I ain't looking good in mine. Flores is a D coach. We're building the defense first, and foremost along the O line. I agree. That's what I've been saying for the longest. We're going to build that defense first, then we're going to focus on the offense. It's a decent return. Ready? Read my last message, TD. George Albanese, where is it? Let me see. George, where is it? There it is. Most likely going to have 2 top 5 picks. I would think who we pick will be determined by our position with those 2 picks and also by the other teams picking ahead of us. Well, that's true. But again, if you got the number 1 pick overall, none of that matters because it ain't nobody picking ahead. Who are you going to pick in the first pick? Yes, sir. Sorry. Sandwich? No, sir. We talk about this. If you don't eat all your dinner, that's on you. Now you want raisin bread. He called raisin bread sandwiches. No, Camden. No. Y'all, hold on. No, don't break it. Come on. You're going to come hang out with me. I don't care if you like it or not, okay? Yay. I don't care if you like it. Hi. You want to come over? Come on. Come on. Y'all going to help me read some comments? Huh? You going to help me read comments? Yeah? TD, how much of our struggles do you think are on the first time coaches struggling to play call and make adjustments? I notice, people may think I'm just being a fan, but I actually want to say 0. Of course, they're going to take all ownership. I say 0. When we say adjustments, all right, now we going. No, stop. You trying to take me over. Why are you jumping on me? I wouldn't say adjustments have been any of the issue. They've been calling some good games. If players are getting beat, they're getting beat. That's pretty much what's happening. Players are getting beat. They're getting beat. Our defense is getting beat. Players aren't winning their battle. Offensively, I don't have a problem with our play calling and scheming on that either. We just aren't executing. Dropping by me 2 weeks in a row. We cannot blame the coach for our quarterbacks, Fitzpatrick throwing teardrop passes in their hands. Rosen throwing teardrop passes in their hands. It has nothing to do with scheme. You know, the coach calls an amazing drive to get you down to the 8-yard line, and Kenyon Fake fumbles the ball. That's his new name from TD. Kenyon Fake. Man, take that off. Take that trash off. Huh? Mommy. We don't match. Take that trash off.
Mommy.
What's that, baby?
Don't come in the camera with that on. You might want to see that ridiculousness. Anyway, I beat TD in fantasy and my Cowboys won. So life's good, Finsanity. Breon, man, you know in fantasy every year, at the beginning of the season, man, I give a few charity games away. After that, I come back and I'm in the playoffs and I win it, baby. You know what time it is.
What happened last year?
Mod Squad. Shout out to the Mod Squad. Huh? With what? Sean had an amazing team last year. It would have been pretty hard to beat him no matter what. Yeah. Huh? He pinched you. Carter, come here. Come here. Come here. You don't pinch your mommy for not giving you what you want, okay? Go say sorry. Go tell mommy sorry and give her a hug and kisses. She's gonna try to have a fake, sad face. All right, bye. You don't want to be with me, bye.
He said, bye.
I know, but he keeps on trying to pull my cords out. I know. Oh, safety. That's a safety. Oh, they're going to give him forward progress at the 1. I think.
Let's go read a story, okay? Let's go read a story.
You mad now? I gave him bottles of water up there.
Let's go read a story.
Just in case. Yeah, Carter pinching. Well, no, he be catching fits when he don't get what he wants. Man, indeed, draft the monster from Ohio State. Hey, I agree. I'm defensive end, man. I'm defensive end. That's a safety. I would say it's a safety, but they're going to get this man forward progress. Allen Robinson. Hey, don't I got Robinson? I believe I do. How do you feel about playing out of shotgun more, O-line being what it is? No having a rushing back. Rosen seems a little more comfortable in Shoddy. Just my opinion. What you think? I agree. We actually started the game that way, and I liked it. First, I believe the first play, I was like, okay, let's see what are they talking about here. I liked it. I was all for it. Did they get the first round? No, they didn't. I'm sorry, y'all. I just got to check my fantasy to see if I even have any hope. All right, the TD Fans Talk League. Yeah, I'm dominating that one. That's another W. But the other league, man, I be getting toasted. I've been getting toasted. Yeah, my opponent put up 144, and I'm at 112. I need about four more pick sixes to pull this off. Man, is that my only player? Yep. Who gave me 0 points? Pittsburgh running back, Jay Samuels. Oh, my gosh. All right, TD, how many Dolphin fans were at the game yesterday? Man, I can't give you a number, but it wasn't nothing like the Patriots-Dolphin game. It was like half and half.
Less than 5%.
She say less than 5. I give it about 20%. But okay, baby. We'll agree to disagree.
I have footage of it.
We'll agree to disagree.
Tell me. They're asking you honestly. Like, I understand you as a fan.
All right, well, first of all, yesterday is over. Why do you have that hat on?
You know it was less than 5%.
Why do you have that hat on?
Tell me, be honest.
Why do you have the hat on?
Be honest. True, be honest.
Okay, you want me? Okay, to make her feel better, it was less than 5%, y'all.
Make me feel better. If y'all showed up, I would give y'all kudos, and I would say, dang, y'all showed up and showed out.
I showed up and showed out.
But how much percent was your fan base?
I'm 20% alone.
What percentage of y'all's fan base was at that game, honestly?
15. We can't meet in the middle?
The 2019 Ranger. Drive it now with 0 for 60 plus.
All right, okay, baby, 5%. 5% with it.
If that. So, you know.
Why does your wife hate on the Finn so much?
No. I
We ain't even rivals with the Cowboys. We are in this house. We are in this house.
Wait. Did somebody say I'm a Finn hater?
No, they didn't.
Y'all have been irrelevant to me. I'm not a hater. Y'all were our competition on yesterday.
You're starting again.
If y'all in the comment section that be the Cowboys are overrated, the Cowgirls are this.
Baby.
I've always wondered why y'all focus on so much.
We're supposed to because we were playing y'all. That's why we don't talk now. Now we don't want to talk about y'all no more.
Legendary.
Y'all the past.
Don't get twisted. I'm not a Finn hater.
Y'all the
I actually
past.
respect your organization.
Okay, but y'all the past now. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway,
I know
so
it's the game y'all want to forget.
who drafts 2 defensive ends at once? You have at least one to start with. What is he talking about at once? How can you draft 2 at once? I don't know. Do you think the coaches have problems making second half adjustments or it's lack of talent? It's talent. We be gassed. We be gassed. It's lack of talent, man. Let me tell you something. Any team, if they wanted to, they could run the ball on us because our defensive ends, when they do set the edge, they set it so wide. Let me tell you what teams do. They spread out the receivers. They'll run like 3 receivers and an extra tight end. Oh. And in that set, they'll run opposite of it. So the linebackers are already misaligned. All they got to do is run the ball on us. So think about what the Cowboys did when they came out of the half. They ran the ball. They ran the ball. Running the ball. 6 yards, 8 yards. Play action pass. 4 yards, 2 yards. A quick pass. They start running the ball consistently. And that teams can run the ball on us, man. Huh?
You want to order?
So, yeah, you can give me one, please. So, I'm not going to say it's halftime adjustments. Go look at what the other teams have done after halftime. They've adjusted themselves to combat anything the whole game. They come out in the second half almost like they're going to adjust to what we were doing, but now we're going to do this. So, it's different ways to look at it, man. TD, come up to Pick Game. Hang out and show the boys how to be real fans, bro. Man, I'm with you, Chris, but this traveling, you got to understand, I've already been to 5 games this season. 5 games this season. I've already been to 5 games. 5.
You've been to 6, right? You went to 3 preseason games.
Did I go to 3 preseason games? I don't know. I don't know. You sure? I went to the first 2 Dolphin home preseason games. You right. Because I went to the Bucks game.
Yeah.
So that's 3 preseason games. Yeah, you're right. So I've been to 6 games already. Out of 7, because I wasn't going to no 4th preseason game. That ain't worth my time. I wasn't going to no 4th preseason game. I done been to 6 games. But can you come on over?
Huh?
If you want to hang out, talk about you decided to match me with that trash hat.
Yeah, that's not trash.
All right, you ready to learn how to call games?
Sure.
You want to switch channels?
I thought you said you were switching in the second.
It's the second quarter. Oh, well, we can stay right here for a little, and then the second quarter, we'll go to, down with the Dows, and we'll watch, and then I'll show you how to call games. You going to really practice?
You have black pants on?
We're not matching, man. They're trash. That's not matching. You need to go put you on these colors. Angry Boys or what, TD? Yeah, the wife picked me up some. Look at that pass rush. Oh, he fumbled. More points. He got it. Wow.
Thank God. Thank God. Let's go Bears.
Hold on. What?
When are you putting on a blog together?
Tomorrow.
It's a lot of food, buddy.
Illegal hands to the face, number 20.
Prior
Are you kidding?
to the fumble. Wow. Man, number 1 overall pick. We need a franchise quarterback and then build from there. What do you call a franchise quarterback? Y'all acting like just because you draft a quarterback number 1, he's franchise. What is a franchise quarterback?
Dak Prescott?
I mean, they act like when you draft him, he's going to automatically hit to be the franchise quarterback. The statistics will show you. You got a better chance. Defensive man, we better go defensive man. Tell you that much. Baby, when are you going to shut that off?
It's an accident.
No, unhook it. You on the Bluetooth for the house speaker. Why are you over there?
I'm about to get up in a second.
Oh.
I still haven't finished doing all my little cleaning up and all that stuff. All right, I'm ready to go. Quarterback back to pass. I'm ready to go.
Huh?
I'm ready to go.
I guess I was.
I have lost my. Now I see how you feel when you've always lost your voice.
Oh, cheering at the game?
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence, the only college QB I'm drafting number 1. Pick up a defensive end in free agency. Nope. First round pick. Why you gonna pick up a defensive end in free agency and pay 3 times the amount of money?
What does that mean? What Bree said. What does that mean?
I see.
It says Hill. Say
Trinity, ICS.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
I'm about to Google it.
Something probably dealing with the Cowboys winning. Trash. We need offensive linemen. I'm not convinced. I'd rather get the offensive lineman in free agency. I have Saquon Barkley. I'm in my fantasy lineup. Oh, you're going to be without him for about 4 to 8 weeks. 31-6, baby. Breon hating. He about to get timed out again. This ain't the day for that, Bree. I was hurt about yesterday, man. All right, TD, have a good one.
It means 31-6.
Come up, pit, bro.
I see Chris. 31-6. Hey.
Bat it down. Come out the pit, bro. Be nice to have another true fan around. I'll see Chris, because I was telling the wife today how I just want to chill. What?
It means 31-6.
Okay, you're not done yet. Defense wins championships. Could I have a mod as well, TD? I've been subscribed since last season. What's that? Oh. Breon laughing. He ridiculous. Breon don't watch football. Breon watch football, but he a bum, man. He ain't no real fan, man.
He is a real fan.
I would draft a quarterback every year until we hit on one. Hey, guys, who else is 0-3 in the NFL right now?
Besides you guys, nobody.
Who else is 0-3 in the NFL?
Only y'all.
Mm-mm.
I'm just kidding.
No, it's a few teams that's 0-3. Jets are Cincinnati, Steelers. Jets, Cincinnati, Steelers, Dolphins. Falcons. Falcons 0-3.
Dolphins and Jets.
Denver 0-3.
Bengals, Steelers.
Cards actually don't have a win.
Broncos.
They half and 2.5. It's 0-3 to me.
Hopefully the Redskins tonight.
Not Falcons. Okay. Redskins about to be.
Let's hope
So what? We got 5 0-3 teams.
Yeah, but y'all are the worst of the worst.
Stop hating.
Better question is how many teams are 3-0? Babe, how many teams are 3-0?
Plenty.
Who?
The Patriots.
Who else?
That's all.
The Cowboys, the Chiefs, the Packers.
Cowboys ain't playing nobody.
Forget the Packers up.
Yeah, we got a lot of comp
Bills.
for that number 1 pick. Yep, Chiefs, Niners. Buffalo too, which is crazy.
Buffalo 3-0, Patriots.
But Buffalo finna play the Patriots. But only Miami has 3 first picks and 2 seconds. Also $50 million in cap. If the draft was tomorrow, Miami will be drafting 3 and 4. True. Bengals. And so Cowboys ain't playing nobody. Well, they ain't had no competition. Collab with Dudley. We do collab on occasions. We'll probably do something soon again. We'll see. Man, we got the Chargers. Do y'all think that we can actually beat the Chargers?
No.
Why you say that?
Y'all can't beat anybody.
Is it your job to just sit over there and just talk trash tonight?
Sorry.
That's all you doing. No? Yeah? Yes. Man, I just want to win a game. If we can just get a 1 in the win column, then we'll go from there. Just want to win a game. Just want to win a game, man. Just one. We can, to be honest. Chargers downplay the competition. But that ain't a good way to say we can win just because the other team downplaying the competition. Last two first round defensive end picks. Let us know, L. Burgess. I think our first win is going to be the Jets. We're going to beat the Jets. Facts. We're going to beat the Jets and Buffalo and New England when we play them again. We will be better than last week, but I'm not sure. It would be nice. Is it that's in Miami, yeah. Chargers wasn't supposed to lose to the Texans yesterday. Oh, I know. I was actually mad because I wanted the Texans to keep losing. Make that draft pick better. What's Pittsburgh is 0-3 off? Pittsburgh is 0-3. Man, just imagine, oh my God. Man, imagine us having, oh my gosh, imagine Pittsburgh literally not winning the game. Well, we play Pittsburgh on a Monday night, so that should be really interesting. That should be very interesting. Oh, how Washington get all the way down the field? I missed something. Oh, he was holding Mac. Oh, they threw the flag. See, this is what a pass rush does, ladies and gentlemen. The quarterback can't even go through progressions. Khalil Mack got held and still created a pressure. This is the difference. Look at this. Fake the hands off. 1 second. 2 second. Khalil Mack in his face. Khalil Mack in his face. That's what we need. A pass rusher. Second and 16. TD, I thought we didn't need a big name pass rusher. I never said big name. I said draft a pass rusher. I never said a big name. There's a difference. Taco didn't look bad. No, he didn't. He actually he got the only sack of the day on that. He got the only sack of the day on that. That got sacked one time, and that was Taco. Back to pass. Oh, pressure. Pressure, man. Pressure, man. You got to get pressure on the quarterback in this league. Look at this. Danny Trevathan on the line of scrimmage. Good job. You need pressure on the quarterback, man. Is Josh Rosen looking like our franchise quarterback? O-U-R-R. Did he miss the field goal? These bums, man. Oh, my gosh. Redskins, man. We might hey, that coach is living. They can't make a field goal. We might literally be fighting for a draft pick, man. Man, y'all better, man. I'm literally about to say, y'all better stop counting on that number 1 overall pick. Man, maybe you'll turn the TV down a little bit. Man, we play the Redskins.
Is it still first?
I know, huh?
Is it still first?
No, it's second. You ready?
Oh, that's good.
Unless you just want to switch at halftime. Okay. If you pull off this fantasy comeback, I'm revolting. Revolting. That's been a popular word. Hey, I'm not pulling this off. I can tell you that now. I'm down by 31 points. Defense ain't gonna put up another 31. Well, I can't say they won't. I don't know, but we'll see. Miami gonna draft offensive tackle Andrew Thomas. Yeah, maybe. I just know that very first pick, if we're picking in the top 2, better be a defensive end. This is Dolphins players in Redskins uniform tonight. Nah, them Redskin players in Redskin uniforms. Y'all better don't think you're going to get the number 1 overall pick. Because there's some teams that just, man. I thought the coach for the scheme pressure. Huh? Will we be trying to lose against a winless team we play this year? No, we're going to try to win. We're going to try to win. If you don't think we've been trying to win these games with what we have, it's just the franchise also recognizes what we have. So it's not easy. Pressure burst pipes. Yep. We need a pass rush. We're going to beat Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, the Redskins, maybe even the Giants. Did you turn it down, baby? Was that? Okay.
It's still too loud?
What number is it on?
Like 11.
Maybe like 7. Chase Young. I'm telling you, Chase is the guy, man. That's who I want. That's it. I want Chase, man. TD, we beat ourselves Sunday. Well, it's 2 halves of football. We beat ourselves in the first half. The second half, we just got manhandled. Jesse is out indefinitely. Jesse who? Call more all-out blitzes. Send 8 after him. I don't know who you talk about. If you talk about the Dolphins, we can't send. It's hard to send blitzes now when your best cornerback getting burnt, getting beat one-on-one. When your highly paid cornerback getting beat, or highly paid may not be the right term. Your overpaid cornerback getting beat. Jesse Davis, did I miss something? Is he out for the season? How did I miss that? When did that happen?
Who's out for the season, babe?
Huh?
Who's out for the season?
Who's out for the season?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm trying to look now. Somebody said Jesse Davis. I'm like, when did that happen? Oh, okay. Yeah, because I don't see nothing about it. Yeah, I don't. Second and 10. Screen pass. Man, let me see what y'all talking about. TD tripping. What I'm tripping about? Saying that our best corner getting beat?
Who, Xavier Howard, the one that was going to shut Cooper down?
Yeah, man. I literally bet my barber in Dallas.
And we paid the bet. We're Lannisters.
Yeah, I paid the bet because we Lannisters.
But I still don't have my money, though.
What money?
Run me my money.
Run me my check.
I can't believe you even thought y'all were going to beat the boys. In Jerry.
Baby, we're not talking about that right now.
Gosh.
We're not talking about that right now.
I mean, I know y'all want to forget, but you know.
You just feeling good. You know what? You deserve it.
I'm
That's
just
fine.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
You deserve it. All right.
Big Boy Sports News says Cowboys suck. Listen, honey, listen. I think I've been a very gracious winner. Don't get me started, okay?
Jesse Davis actually
All right.
gotten better. I agree.
Chill out on the Cowboys suck comments.
No pass rush allows double moves. I agree, man. I went back and I watched a little bit of the film today on Xavier Howard because I was like, maybe I'm being too critical. Maybe I'm being a little too critical of Xavier Howard.
Big
but
boy.
Let me ask y'all. Let me see if anybody who's been on this channel for a while remembers what I said Xavier Howard's problem was. Does anybody remember what I said? Xavier Howard is a good quarterback, but he can get caught doing one thing.
Thank you.
And do y'all remember what that was? Does anybody remember like that? What that was?
Big Boy Sports News.
Gives too much space. That's true, but that ain't what I said, which is crazy. You're a lockdown corner and you 11 yards off the guy. But anywho, backfield, being behind. Yeah, that's true, but that ain't what I'm saying. Remember I said he's been biting on double moves. Yep.
Albert.
I watched one play of Cooper coming inside, and I said, how in the hell does Cooper get wide open by your man-to-man, and literally 2 seconds into the play, you are glued to Cooper. 1 second later, there's 8 feet separation. Cooper going the other way. You know why? Because Xavier Howard shadowing him. He sees Dak looking at him. Xavier Howard cuts in front of him. And what did I tell y'all? He get pick happy. I told y'all the one thing I'm scared of with Xavier Howard, because he went to the Pro Bowl because of his interceptions, he gets pick happy. And he jumped the route right in front of the defender. Cooper just turned the other way. Dak Prescott. Xavier Howard, when Cooper caught the ball, Xavier Howard's like, where is he? Oh, and then start chasing after him.
Coop left him in the dust. Cool.
Man, man. He just take too many, man.
Me either, Bree. Me either. I'm never gonna forget this moment. We should cherish it. Do you know that somebody taught me in the comment section a fun fact? Our first Super Bowl win was against your Dolphins.
Baby, go to bed.
Just keeps getting better.
Go to bed. Go to sleep.
It's just gonna keep getting better and better.
Go to sleep.
And somebody named Big Boy Sports News, and the comments keeps going in on my organization. Like,
somebody said, I'm responding. Somebody said, one bad game. Let's see how he does next week. Then let's start calling him overrated. I never said the man was overrated. I just said he's overpaid. See, y'all get me mistaken. I'm not discounting.
You just don't actively listen.
That might be true too. But I'm not saying Xavier Howard's not a good cornerback. I've never said such thing. People get mad because when you speak the truth about stuff that they disagree with, and then it start getting proven. And I ain't talking to the person who just left that comment, but I do want to address that comment.
In general.
I do want to address that comment. I never say he was overrated because first of all, I would have to overrate him for him to be overrated. I've always kept it 100 in what Xavier Howard was. I told y'all what his flaws was. And I don't care that he has one bad game and he has 5 good ones. The point still remains the one bad game he has is the same flaws that I pointed out. That's the point here. We want to ignore a guy's flaws because, he still looks good in every it's just one bad game out of every 4. Let him get to the playoffs. That ratio gonna change because he's going against the best in the playoffs, man. I've been telling y'all, he jumps routes, and you get picks from doing that sometimes. But they done scouted the man. You're a Pro Bowler now.
Stanley.
They got film on you. They know what your tendencies are, what you like to do. And yesterday was proof of it. Dak Prescott back there looking at Cooper the whole time. Up he jumped. Cooper went the other way. 8-yard separation.
Listen,
Yeah.
Stanley Bill says your wife has had too much to drink.
Not really. That was her. That's her start. Well, she can't hold it, but yeah. Lord, at least you got a congrats, Hill. Lord, all
Who
the
says
Cowboys
that?
fans are saying they are gonna win the Super Bowl, but
It's
they
better than saying, "Oh, my
literally
team
win against the
sucks.
worst teams
Oh,
in the
we're
NFL.
tanking. Oh my God, my team sucks. We don't do anything.
Right.
We're just like, what do you want us to say?
Like,
What do you want us to say? Of course, we're going to the Super Bowl every single year. Super Bowl bound, baby. Whether we get there or not, we're going.
go to sleep, babe.
Why?
Stop reading comments. Just watch the game.
No, I'm reading comments.
No, y'all don't go back and forth for her.
How about Big Boy Sports News? You say congratulations. Y'all stomped y'all's foot all up and down my fans yesterday.
I meant to say overpaid, TD. Okay, that's all I've always argued. People say I'm hating on X. I never said he was a bad cornerback. I just said he overpaid. Period.
Dante, they say that every year. Every year they say
Hey,
the Cowboys have an
hey,
easy schedule.
hey.
What?
I'm commenting to people's responses.
Oh, okay. Well, let me get out the stream then.
Yeah,
I didn't know
please.
I couldn't comment.
No, it's not that. You just going back and forth with people about the Cowboys. Y'all trash. Y'all won one little game. Hoorah. They terrible. Anywho, Cowboys. Man, y'all stop going back and forth with her about the Cowboys. That game is over and old. It's over and old. And then the following year we went undefeated. Yes, I remember that. I don't remember it. I wasn't here, but I remember that's when we did it all. And they hate on us for it. TD, would you pick up Michael Crabtree on a cheap deal to add some vet help at wide receiver? What, we just trying to have a sit-in right now? No, man. No. Listen, I ain't picking up nobody who ain't going to be our future, who's not going to be a part of the future. Why am I going to get the temporary people? Anybody I pick up, I want to be eligible. Put it like this: if we pick them up, then we should feel like they can still play at a high level for the next 4 years. I'm not saying he can't. Wide open. Touchdown. Raiders, Titans, and Syracuse University, Lord. Just some veteran guidance for the youngsters. Man, I don't even know if that rubs off like that, man. I mean, we got like Crabtree has been a veteran, you know. When has Crabtree been known for that? What do you think of Taco TD and his future with us? I like it. We got him on a 2-year, $2.5 million deal. If Flores and those guys can turn him into something legitimate, that's a steal. That's a huge steal. Man, you might look up next year. Chase be at one side of the defensive end position. Taco Charles be on the other side. Garchon, Christian Wilkins. We ready for war, baby. Just like that, we ready for war. Ready for war, man. I'm going to bed. This game is over. Yeah, pretty much, man. Should the Dolphins pick up Jackie Polite, who was one of the Jets draft picks they cut? I mean, we're going to always look at talent, young talent, and bring them in and see if they can fit the mold. But he's not the only one. There's 10 other guys that can be that same. You can give that same consideration. They're going to pick up the best options that this team can utilize for the future. Taco already got a sack. Yes, he did. I say Chase, Ndichi, Wilkins, and Taco. We're not getting Chase Young. Why not, Winnow? Unless you're a Tua guy, that's probably the only reason you're saying that. Gotcha is good, but if we want to be dominant, let's get another rusher. Possibly TD. Who did y'all beat when y'all went 3-0 last season? That's a good question. Think the Tennessee Titans. I don't even remember Bree, but I know it was better talent than what the Cowboys beat, going 3-0 so far. I know that much. Steven Parker played well at safety. That's only the second time in history the Cowboys are beating the Dolphins. Let her enjoy herself. TV, whatever. Way Dolphins going to draft. People gonna be pissed. Yeah, they're gonna be mad no matter what. I'm not. What about Grant Delpit? Raiders. I don't know if he's talking to me. Titans, Jets, Raiders. Bro, I feel your pain. I'm a Bucks fan. This crap sucks, bro. I get it, man. That's a negative, TD. Yeah, it ain't a negative, Bree. It is not a negative. It is not a negative. The competition last year was much better than the competition y'all playing this year so far. That's a fact. Ain't no negative. Stop that. This Dolphin team, come on, man. The Giant team, come on, man. With Eli, nah, bro. See, I don't want to stay. He was pretty upset when Vincent got cut. 5 teams, 0-3 Dolphins had the hardest game out of all the 0-3 teams. True. That's true, too. Nobody's thinking about that. We literally played the Ravens, which is a good team this year. We played the Patriots and the Cowboys. We had 3 tough games. 3 very tough games. So you're right about that. Along with Tyler Alabama from Wisconsin. Charles Harris to step up. Winston, I agree. Great question. What's up with Harris? He ain't been doing nothing. I hope we draft Chase Young and Grant Delpit. Let's go, Winston. I'm with Chase Young. Delpit, we'll see. If we can. Charles Harris to step up. Question, what's up with Harris? Charles Harris is about to be a bust. Hopefully not. Man, I don't know, man. I know one thing. He ain't getting it done. He's not making any big plays. So I know Christian Wilkins. It don't show up in the stat sheet, but Christian Wilkins is playing good football, y'all. Defensive tackles don't usually show up in the stat sheet, but he's playing some great football. He's playing some great football, man. When I was at the Dolphins game week 1, a fan said, I'll see y'all in 2 years. Oh, Charles Harris and Taco from the same draft. Yep. Oh, my gosh, he fumbled. And Chicago got it. Khalil Mack stripped the ball. Quarterback pressure. Some people just don't get it. Some people just don't get it. Y'all think hoping that you find your franchise quarterback, you need a pass rush in this league. You need a pass rush in this league, man. Man, we need Chase Young. We need a pass rush, man. Quarterback. Pass rush. We're going to beat the Chargers. I hope so. Bears ain't winning no Super Bowl. Never know, man. How do you know Chase Young is the best option, though? The truth is I don't. I've seen a little bit of his film. I like what I've seen. I still got a lot more to see, but that's why I keep on saying I want the best defensive end in the draft. I know that he's being toted a lot. But he's, to me, what I see, he has that J.J. Watt effect. Just my thought. But again, it's a lot more analysis that can go into that. So I don't look at it as for face value if that's what it is. I go penalty flag. Oh, I know he's not the only option. I'm throwing that option out there because that's one that I've seen. I've seen the film on. Not a lot, but a little. But I've seen some film. I'm throwing the name out. Yeah, that was pass interference, a little holding. Getting defensive ends in is touchdown. Getting defensive ends and going to matter if we don't have another corner that can lock down the receiver. Yeah, you miss it, man. You're missing it, man. What do you mean another corner that can lock down the receiver? I don't know if we got one that can lock down the receiver. So what are you talking about? And do you know that a pass rush makes it easy on the cornerbacks? Look at tonight's game. No matter if the cornerbacks for the Chicago playing good or bad, the freaking Redskins quarterback can't even get the ball out of his hand. So even if you got a receiver that's beating the corner, it didn't matter because the pass rush got there. So please don't tell me it wouldn't matter because you ain't got a corner opposite. TD finna crucify X. I ain't crucifying X. I'm calling it what it is. X is an above average cornerback in this NFL. Don't miss me with the elite stuff. Miss me with it. Miss me. And let me tell you something. I don't like when I'm listening to Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp, all that fake stuff they be talking about. But Shannon said something that was on point today that I had no choice but to agree with. Because Skip go all out for his Cowboys. Shannon said, come on, Skip. They were playing the Dolphins. I ain't agree with that. But Skip said, hold on. But Cooper was killing Xavier Howard, and he's top 5 corner in the league. And Shannon Sharp said, Skip, look at all these replays you showing. The man ain't got no safety help. He already out of position pre-play 10 yards off. He out of position in the red zone. And he ain't got no safety help. Skip, where the safety? You giving Amari Cooper credit, but where's the safety? And he's right. But at the same token, I've been telling y'all that Xavier Howard looked so good when Rashad Jones was back there in his early career on help side. He could jump a route. Matt Burke always had us running 2 high safeties. Matt Burke always had us in 2 high safeties. Matt Burke stayed with 2 safeties. What do Flores run? What do we run? We run 1 safety majority of the game. You know why we run 1 safety majority of the game? Because they gave Xavier Howard money and said, we feel that you can make up the difference and we can put another guy in the box. We could put another guy in the box because we feel like you can do your job out there by yourself. You can do your job out there by yourself. I've been saying this for the longest. Oh, look at Xavier Howard. I said he's had some of the best safety help in the league. Rashad Jones been back there holding down his backside. He could be aggressive underneath. But what happens when he's one-on-one on an island by himself? No, man, miss me with that. And don't tell me about his 1 game. This ain't 1 game. He's been doing this his entire career. He's been doing this his entire career. When he's one-on-one against a great receiver with no safety help, he's been doing this his entire career. No difference from last year when we went to Houston. And he got torched in Houston. getting torched in Houston. No different. Don't give me one game. Now, when we go two high safeties, it's game on. So that's one case where I do look at the defensive coordinator and say, hey, man, tighten up. Get that man some safety help. Get that man some safety help. That ain't fair to him. But wait, we paid him the money. So is it fair? Because that's the only reason you pay a cornerback that kind of money. Is you're basically telling him you're out there by yourself and we're paying you to be able to handle that. That's facts, man. Some of y'all may not like it. Is that intercepted? Lord. Are you kidding me? TD, wasn't you saying pay him the money? Andres, you must be new to the channel, man. You must be new to the channel, bro. If you going to sit here and say that TD said pay him the money, you must be new to this channel. Or you must have joined right after we paid this man. You can ask any subscriber that been with me for a while. Did I say pay the man that kind of money? I got a lot of flack by saying don't pay this man more than $14 million a year. Don't pay him more than 13. I got a lot of flack. I got a lot of people who came my way, bro, you don't know football, this and that, and this. TD, I played cornerback. All the really good corners play press coverage. Exactly. That's why I was baffled yesterday when Xavier Howard 10 yards off of Cooper all day. All day. 10 yards off. All day. Like, what are you scared of, bro? Get in there and get physical. Bump him as soon as he releases off the line. That's what we paying you for. TD, if it's quick passes, your defense and can't get to the quarterback, so it doesn't. That's the difference. When you got a pass rush, now you telling all your cornerbacks, play the quick passes. Because if you get beat, by the time you get beat, the pressure done got there. So what are you talking about, man? When you got a pass rush, you're supposed to tell your guys on quick pass, hey, we bump and run. We man to man. In their face. What's up? Let's go. Do your job for the first 2 seconds. After that, we rely on our pass rush to get there. If you playing bump and run across the board, what good is the short passes going to do? If you got a matter of fact, if you play a team that got a good pass rush, they always playing bump and run. They always man to man in their face. T, calm down. Trust the process. Don't let this season get to you, bro. Future will be bright. Man, I ain't letting it get to me. And it ain't no need to calm down. I ain't going crazy. I'm just saying, man. People sitting here telling me, weren't you the one saying pay the man? No, I was actually the one arguing not to when everybody was killing me about, oh, you got to pay him. I'm like, man, you don't overpay for players, man. You get burnt at the end of the day. You get burnt at the end of the day. But I did feel better at the simple fact the way the contract is designed. And if we rebuild it for 2 years, then by the third year, if he don't work out to be that guy, they can just let the contract go or restructure. It's that simple. That's the part I was fine with. TD, Drake cost us that game yesterday, no lie. Drake ain't cost it. He was a big factor in it, but he ain't cost the game. He ain't cost the game. There was a whole lot of problems we had that attributed to that game, man. Dwayne Haskins getting in the game tonight. I sure hope so. But people were mad that we didn't pick up Dwayne Haskins. People were mad that we didn't pick up Dwayne Haskins. And he can't even start over this.
Oh,
You see what the Redskins quarterback doing? Dwayne Haskins can't start over this. And people were mad that we didn't pick him up.
Yeah, we need a little bit of time.
Great organizations never overpay. Look at New England. Always get rid of players 2 years early than they 2 years late. I agree, man. You shouldn't have to overpay because you got to let your coaching make up for the difference. Not unless you 100% know that the guy that you're paying is legitimately what you're paying him for. See, for $17 million a year, you better be a bump and run, lockdown, island cornerback. Bump and run, lockdown, island cornerback. Period. For $17 million a year, period. I don't want to hear no, it was one game. The freaking receiver was like 8 out of 9 on receptions. If you getting paid $17 million, a bad game should be 6 out of 9, maybe. Oh man, you got a little beat up today. But 8 out of 9? 8 out of 9? You got toasted like you were a scrub. You got toasted like you were a scrub. One incompletion against you. You got toasted. You paying a guy $17 million, a bad game should be 60% completion percentage against. Yeah, that was a bad game. Shh. TD, do you think the Dolphins should trade for Jalen Ramsey, team him up with X? Yeah, I would love that to happen, but again, where's the pass rush? Now you're going to be making 2 cornerbacks that's elite not look as good, even though they probably are, because you ain't getting no pass rush. And I tried to make an excuse for Xavier Howard yesterday, but his situation was different. I tried to say, where the quarterback had all day to throw the ball, that's why this stuff was happening. But when I went back and watched the film, no, he just getting beat out straight out the gate. That second touchdown, not the first one that was going to the outside on the out route, but the second touchdown. Like you're not, oh my gosh, you're playing an outside technique and 10 yards off in the red zone. You're supposed to be up within the 5 yards of that guy because he could have ran across the field. He could have ran straight up across the field on a slant or something and had that all day too. It might have not have been in the end zone, but it would have been a completion. Like he was already out of position. All Cooper did is ran 3 feet in front of his face and made a turn, touchdown. Easy work. It wasn't nothing special. Dak Prescott eyed the whole play. Hike, Cooper, slant. Bam. It wasn't a slant, but he cut in. Bam. He saw it the whole time. He's going to play 10 yards off. Just run straight to him. Don't give him no indication which way you're going. Because if you run straight to a receiver that's sitting there waiting on you, the receiver's waiting on you to make your first move to react. As soon as he made the move, the ball was already on his way. You beat. But that don't happen if you get up there in his face like you're supposed to. You're in the freaking red zone. You're in the red zone, man. That's bad technique from a $17 million cornerback. That's terrible. I actually like what I've seen from Taco Charlton. I agree, man. It might be a huge steal for us. We'll see how it work out. Taco had that pressure from the Cowboys. Charles Harris has to go. He's terrible. It's never the player. It's the coaches who can build those players to be who they are, plus on top of the player's own talent. That's true. I agree with that. Think we'll utilize Taco to the best of his abilities? I think so, because the thing is, I was talking to a lot of Cowboy fans about Taco because I was like baffled. He's a former first-round pick 2 years ago. What's the problem? A lot of people were telling me he just had a really bad attitude with the coaches, for one. Number two, they got a lot of talent on that D-line in Dallas. And you already behind if the coaches aren't favoring you and you're not in great gracious. And a lot of them were saying we're the only team in the league that can literally take a first-round pick and cut them and not worry about it. They had a decision to make. They had to make room on the roster for Robert Quinn. And they didn't want to cut Taco, but he asked to be cut. So they were like, why not? Just cut him. Just cut him. And they cut him. So we got him now. We're going to see if we can make the most of it. Taco and no bell. No pass rush, no pass rush. I agree, man. Just like your Facebook page. I don't know what that's about. I'm saying it doesn't matter. You had Cameron Week and Quinn last year. If Eric Rowe wouldn't. Sean Griffin, you're misinformed on this, man. You're saying it don't matter because we had Robert Quinn and Cam Wake last year. But we didn't have the defensive tackles last year. It all go hand in hand, bro. Cameron Wake and Robert Quinn were double-teamed all last year. Double-teamed all last year. The entire season. Because when our defensive tackles got hurt, they went man-to-man up the middle. And they double-teamed our outside guys. That's why we had no pass rush last year. And this year, we got the defensive tackles, but we don't have the defensive ends. So totally different scenario, man. We need to get to the point to where we got all four ready for war, man, and some depth. That's what we need. That's the point we got to get to. Trubisky going deep, touchdown. Oh, he said out of bounds. I thought he tapped down. I guess not. TD, what defensive end would you sign? I don't know. I don't even know who's going to be available. Did he not catch that? Touched. Left. Ooh, that's going to be a close one. Was that left already down when he touched the ball? Ooh, they might call that a touchdown. They might call that a touchdown. A franchise quarterback is what we need, and that is someone who has a quick release, someone who can read a defense, someone who has pocket presence, someone who has a pocket for an arm. We need another Dan Marino. If that's what you're looking for, then the odds are way out of our favor. If you talk about another Dan Marino, how many Dan Marinos have there been in the league since Dan Marino? How many Dan Marinos have there been in the league since Dan Marino? Dan Marino caliber players. 5? 5, maybe? And they're not even Dan Marino, but still, you know my point. Elite. Brady, Manning, Rodgers. 5. I'm just going to say 5 to say 5. Over 20 years, and it's been 5 of them. With 32 teams in this league. And you looking for the next one? Oh, we're going to lose for the next 20 years if that's what you're looking for. Because you don't just miss every year. You miss for about 4 to 7 years at a time. If you go draft a guy you think going to be Dan Marino next year, you at least going to give him 2, 3, maybe even 4 years. He might even be okay enough and still developing to where he get to 7, like Tannehill. Then you realize, oh, he's not the guy. Then you go get another one. Another 4 to 7 years. That's a touchdown. Wow. You can't be looking for the next Dan Marino. You need a quarterback who's not going to lose you games. They ain't the reason you winning, but they not the reason you losing. That's what you need. That's all you need. We got to get from. Taco and Harris will be death for next year and thereafter. They will be good against a tire line. You might be right, man. No way in hell we have two talented, tall, big receivers not to be moving the ball down the field. I agree, man. TD, where's your wife? She's sitting over here watching the game. Can we stop this garbage tanking for Tua? I don't think that's what we're doing. I think Rosen can be great in this league. Yeah, he can, but right now, let me tell y'all what's tough with Rosen. Rosen can go out every game and have a game like he had last game, which isn't bad. It's not bad. It can be good. But it's not going to translate into W's. Rosen ain't going to make the difference of a W. No quarterback is, in my opinion, on this team right now. But you know what? Them starting Rosen right now might actually be inking the end of Rosen after this season. Think about it. He can look good and, Rosen's looking good, this and that, and this, but we keep on losing games. Everybody's like, we need to draft a franchise quarterback. Then we go draft a quarterback. The end of Rosen. And is it Rosen's fault? No. But the end of Rosen. And this is why when people were in a rush to start him, I was like, if you want to protect him, you want him to be the backup to Fitzpatrick. That's the tough part. He can go out there every week and look good. These losses keep piling up. All they're going to do at the end of the day, well, I don't know. Hopefully the coaches are smart enough not to. But listen to everybody else. He doesn't make the difference. We need a better quarterback because they're quarterback happy. We need something better. Let me ask you, what are they going to do better? What are they going to do better? That's what you got to ask yourself. If you want something better, what are they really going to do better than what Rose is doing? Good catch. There's a reason why guys like Rodgers and Breeze only have one ring, and Brady has 6. Brady has always had a top 10 defense. It takes more than just a QB to win. One way Q, I couldn't have said it any better. And I be feeling bad when I say certain people don't know football. I'm telling you now, man, these quarterback happy people, most of them to me, they just don't get it. They don't get the game. They think it starts and ends at the quarterback position when the evidence is all in front of them. I mean, come on, man. Brady had 500-plus yards in the Super Bowl and lost, y'all. Lost. Quarterback ain't do nothing wrong. He balled out, played a game which is unbelievable, and lost. Lost. This game's so much bigger than quarterbacks, but the national media, they glorify the quarterback position, and that's all you see. They glorify the quarterback position. So what does the general common fan think it is? Quarterback, 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 quarterback. We need a franchise quarterback. When Brady was drafted, was he a franchise quarterback? Interesting. Interesting. Dolphins need pass rusher. Exactly. This is a quarterback-driven league. Says who? The media? How does the quarterbacks drive the league? I'm interested. I'm interested in that comment. This is a quarterback-driven league. Let's take the media telling you that this is out of it. How does the quarterback drive the league? How is it a quarterback-driven league? Can somebody go ahead and dive in? Don't use those general terms like the media, quarterback-driven league. Tell us what that means. Tell me what that means. What does it mean for it to be a quarterback-driven league? What does that mean? What were Tom Brady's issues that he fell that far? It's simple. No media recognition. No national media recognition. That was his issues. How about that? No national media recognition. That's what his issues were. That he fell that far. Eagles won the Super Bowl, and the QB wasn't the main reason for them winning. Eli won one, and the QB wasn't the main reason. Flacco won one, and he wasn't the main reason. Trent Dilfer won one, but I know it's the pass. Team with accurate passing. Oh, my gosh. I remember the days when Palomalu used to motivate the entire team and win Super Bowls. It wasn't just Big Ben. I remember Ray Lewis used to motivate the team. That wasn't Flacco. Oh, are you telling me Flacco was the one motivating the team with accurate passes? Or was it Ray Lewis motivating? Come on, man. Y'all, when you make those comments, media-driven. You bought into the media's narrative of what you need in this league. Study the game, man. And just because all these quote-unquote analysts will tell you it's QB-driven, oh, TD, they'll know better than you. Where's the evidence? Where's the evidence? Peyton Manning's defense in Denver won him a Super Bowl. Peyton Manning couldn't even throw past 40 yards that year. Do y'all remember that? And I'm not exaggerating. The man couldn't even throw the ball past 40 yards. He couldn't throw the ball past 40 yards. That ain't no exaggeration. I'm not talking out the side of my neck. He couldn't throw the ball past 40 yards that year they won the Super Bowl. It was definitely coming to the end of his career. And it's all about the quarterback. Build your O-line up, then you will see changes. What we just going to score a lot of points to lose because we can't stop nobody? Patrick Mahomes had a great O-line. Oh, I wonder what he ran into last year. What was the issue there? Dallas had one of the best O-lines last year. I wonder why they didn't get past the second round. And I agree with you, though. You are going to see a difference. But you're still misleaded. The difference you're going to see still ain't Super Bowl worthy. It still isn't Super Bowl worthy, guys. My comment from before. Let me see. Anthony Manzano. The NFL rules bear that out, TD, because most of the rules in the NFL favor the quarterback. I agree with that. That's the only part where it's a QB-driven league is because the rules do favor a quarterback only because they protect the quarterback now. It ain't gruesome anymore. You can't lay hits on quarterbacks anymore. They got cakewalks now. Cakewalks. But you still got to be able to get to them. TD, do you think we'll make any moves this trade deadline? Man, I'm going to tell y'all now. If Drake don't get his act together, you might actually see Miami making a move for Gordon. And I ain't a fan of that move. But I could see it happening. But it's not about the quarterbacks, though. I don't know what you're saying, Brandon. I don't know what you're saying. But it's not about the quarterbacks, though. I don't know if you're referring to my comment on the league makes it easier for them and things like that. Okay. It's still not about them. Ain't it crazy? You got to make it easier for a position. It's still not about them. Because you can be a quarterback that get rule friendly, the league friendly rules that makes it easier for you. But if you got a pass rush, you negate all of that. What happened to Patrick Mahomes in the AFC Championship game? Oh, they got to him. They got to him. Negative 14-yard sack twice. Negative 9-yard sack twice. First half. They got to him. That was the difference in the game. That was the difference in the game, that first half. They rattled the kid up. He wasn't used to, oh my God, this is pressure. Flores and those guys was building up all kind of good defensive packages. Getting to the quarterback. Patrick Mahomes couldn't escape or nothing. He didn't look like Patrick Mahomes. And that showed you it ain't all about the quarterback. Defenses win championships, man. Defense wins them. Mahomes played great. They won the game, but got called for a defensive offsides. So you're the type of person to blame one play on the game and ignore the rest of the game. So Patrick Mahomes could throw 10 picks in the beginning of the game, but at the end they could be real close and could win, but a defensive offsides or something. Oh, that's the reason they lost the game. You're that type of person. Patrick Mahomes could throw 10 picks in a game, and you'll blame it on the last play because they still had a shot at their last play. That's the type of person you are. Ain't no offsides caused the game. First of all, they still had to go down and score even if it wasn't offsides. Ain't no offsides caused the game. You don't know what would happen at the end of the game. And then on top of that, I know what we do know is that Patrick Mahomes looked like trash in the first half. Argue that. Argue the fact that Patrick Mahomes looked like trash in the first half. I'm not even gonna argue with you. Go back and watch the film. I ain't gotta say nothing about it. Man couldn't do nothing in the first half. They bottled him up. He ain't even look like he belonged in the NFL in the first half. Came out in the second half. I don't know why the Patriots start rushing 3 for the life of me. But once again, he got time again, opened it up, started throwing the ball. Coming all the way back. And these are facts. This ain't opinion. For Popeye Sandwiches, Brady is trash the whole playoffs last year. Go watch. I agree with that too. Other than that last drive, against who was it? Who was it against? I don't know if it was the Chargers. I forgot who it was. But at the end of the game, he was hitting it, man. He was throwing some strikes. Might have even been the Super Bowl. He was throwing some strikes, man, to Edelman. Yeah, it was a Super Bowl because Edelman won MVP, if I'm not mistaken. He looked good in that game when it counted most, but he did not look good in the playoffs. You're right. Brady hasn't looked good in the playoffs. Outside of that one game versus the Eagles, he hadn't looked amazing in the playoffs for a few years now. But they still getting it done because of their defense. Because of the defense. It wasn't Mahomes' fault. His team couldn't get him the ball in overtime. It wasn't Mahomes' fault his team couldn't get him the ball in overtime. So it's not his fault when they lose. But it's all to his credit if they win. I see y'all thought process. Y'all those type of individuals. The quarterback, hey, if we win, yeah, we got our quarterback. If we lose, it's not our fault that our team couldn't give our quarterback the ball. What about taking those four sacks in the first half? We're going to ignore that this man took 2 14-yard sacks and 2 9-yard sacks? We're going to ignore that? Back there trying to figure it out instead of throwing the ball away? We're going to ignore that? That's like his team saying it ain't our fault. Our quarterback don't know how to throw the ball away, putting us in terrible down and distance situations. That's not our fault. It's not our fault that our quarterback didn't even let us be in the lead in the first place. Oh, but we're not going to talk like that. We're not going to talk like that because it's Patrick Mahomes. You know, he does no wrong. Man, go back and watch the first half of that game, man. Go back and watch the first half of that game, and you tell me what there is to be proud of. Stop talking about the end of the game and ignoring the first half. Stop talking about the end of the game and ignoring the first half. Why y'all do that? Y'all pick and choose what you want to highlight for certain players that you like and negate the stuff for players that you don't like. Go back and watch the first half of that game. Mahomes would ball even with the bad O-line, TD. Chris Forrester, then tell me what happened to him in the first half of the AFC Championship game. Ain't nobody was dropping passes. Nobody was dropping passes. Nobody was dropping passes. Can you please tell the people, Chris Foster, what happened to Patrick Mahomes in the first half of the AFC Championship game? Because you're sitting here telling us Mahomes would ball even with the bad O-line. Okay, then please help us understand what happened in the first half of the game in the AFC Championship. I'm just curious of what caused him to not be able to ball and get sacked. Because you said with a bad O-line, he'll still ball, so we can't blame the O-line. So can you please tell us what happened? TD, would KC make it to the AFC Championship game without Mahomes? I don't know because he's the one behind center. You got to put somebody else behind that O-line with all those weapons for me to be able to tell you that. You got to put somebody else behind that O-line, that defense, and that with those receiving weapons and stuff for me to be able to tell you that. I know a lot of y'all be like, no, they wouldn't. Okay. That's an opinion because you don't have the facts because nobody's behind the line other than him. Period, man. Receivers weren't getting open, TD. Wow. Receivers weren't getting open. Wow. Receivers not getting open, does that have anything to do with the quarterback who y'all say got great pocket presence taking 2 14-yard sacks and 2 9-yard sacks? You 14 yards behind the line of scrimmage and ain't throw the ball away? What do you have to say about that? I don't care if nobody was open. I don't care if nobody was open. So since nobody was open, it's okay for your quarterback to take 4 deep sacks, 2 for 14 and 2 for 9 yards. And there were more. I just remember those because those were the big ones. Those were the big ones. Alex Smith had the same team, TD. Stop, Weston, stop lying. I go pull up roster A and roster B. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Man didn't have no same exact team. You're missing out on a few key details. Stop. Same team. Stop. Stop. Same weapons. Did he have the same line? Go look it up. Go look it up. Ryan Tannehill would have thrown it away. He probably wouldn't even thrown it away. He done took so many sacks. But I know a great quarterback is supposed to throw it away. You're in an AFC Championship game taking 14-yard sacks twice and 9-yard sacks twice. You're in an AFC Championship game. Come on, man. Y'all make excuses for anybody y'all like just to fit the narrative. Call it how it is. Call the facts. Call the facts, man. I'm not saying the kid is a bum. I just don't know what he is until he get his money. Soon as Mahomes get his money, as soon as he gets his money, the very next year, I will grade him on who he is as a quarterback because I want to see how well he does when the team can't afford all those weapons. They can't afford the same O-line or the same defense. I want to see how it is then. And if he balls out, TD, hey, this guy right here is the future and the real deal. That's how I evaluate football. I can't evaluate a guy who coming into a perfect situation. I can't do that. I cannot do that. Let me ask y'all a question. If Josh Rosen was playing for Kansas City right now, would he be 0-3? Answer that. If he was playing for Kansas City Chiefs right now, would he be 0-3? No. What's good, bro? What's up, EM? Yes. Man, y'all ridiculous. Talk about yes. You can't even say that with a straight face and feel confident about it. At least I would have. It would have been better if you just said maybe he would have. You know, I was like, yeah, maybe. But you can't say that with confidence. That's the problem I have with this league and the way people evaluate players. That's the problem I have. That is the straight up problem I have with us with people evaluating players, man. Y'all can compare two guys in two different situations. And that's ridiculous, man. That ain't no real football comparison. You comparing a guy who got all the receiving weapons in the world in a great offensive line with a guy who got a Band-Aid offensive line put together and receivers that drop the ball all week. That's what y'all be comparing. Oh, he's better than him because of the comparison that y'all putting up. Come on, man. Javier said, look at my previous comment. Let me see if I can find it, Javier. TD, what do you think Miami should do to be a contender? First and foremost, we got to get a pass rush. Then we have to make sure that we get not just a good O-line for pass protection, because I don't think that's an issue, but we got to be able to run block. We got to be able to create some holes for these running backs. We have to. If we don't create holes for the running backs and get our running game going, it's going to be harder and harder to pass the ball. In that second half of the Dallas game, 2 big mistakes and they scored 2 touchdowns. Man, we behind and now we're in an obvious passing situation. So the defense is playing the pass the whole game. That's why our passing game wasn't good in the second half. Then you notice the running game actually opened up because all they were doing was playing the pass. You're so far behind, just play the pass. TD, you're right. Game score 28-3. I want to see Haskins. Harris is a bust. People judge the people that appear to be bust, but praise when things look good until 5 to 10 years from now. Exactly. They did. That's all they do. They did the same thing with look at your boy Cam Newton. Think about when Cam Newton came to the league. Went to the freaking Super Bowl, man. Oh, he's the future. He's the next greatest this. Why couldn't we go get a Cam Newton? Now they don't even know if they want to stick with Cam Newton long term. And when did it happen? When he started to decline. Soon as he got his deal. You know why? Team couldn't afford the same defense. Couldn't afford the same weapons. Couldn't afford the same protection. RG3. A lot of these guys, man, same thing. It's been proven. People act like Mahomes, if he get $45 million a year, they act like it's just a drop in the bucket. This man is going to increase his salary by almost $40 million. Almost $40 million. Where do you think that $40 million coming from? That guy that's blocking for him right there, that guy that's catching the ball right there, them 2 guys that's really good on defense over there, that's where it's coming from. Y'all act like it's just another write-off. Oh, we just pay him his money. No love lost on the team. Everything's still the same. It don't work that way. It don't work that way, man. Brady should be our #1 teacher. Brady, why aren't you the highest paid? Because I enjoy the competitive advantage of having better talent around me. Because I like to win. Brady knows. You can't pay a big deal and still expect to win. Because you ain't going to have as much talent around you. When the greatest of all time can come out and say that, The greatest of all time who's a QB. So what are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? If the greatest of all time can tell you the reason why he's winning is because he gets paid less because he enjoys the competitive interception. Well, I'll take it to the house. Man, you ran out of bounds, man. You're supposed to keep going inside. Give me my pick six, man. Man, when they gonna put Dwayne Haskins in the game? The guy y'all wanted to draft but can't beat out this mess. He's getting paid less because his wife earning heaps, TD. I agree. But it still doesn't change the point. It still don't change the point. That's why he, out of this man's own mouth, he said that's why he wins. That's why they win Super Bowls. You are 100% right. He gets paid less because his wife gets paid a lot. He has the luxury to take a pay cut. But does that still mean ignore the fact that he just told you why they're winning? So in other words, if his wife didn't get paid as much, Tom Brady may not be a 6-time Super Bowl winning champ if he took more money. If Tom Brady took more money, they may not be a 6-time Super Bowl winning champ. That's the point. The point ain't why he's getting paid less, as far as because his wife making more money. The point that I'm making is the result of him getting paid less. And y'all ignore that for these quote-unquote superstar quarterbacks that come out and they ball out for 3-4 years for y'all. Then they get their money, then they're nothing. Come on, man. Stop praising these guys in perfect situations. That's all I'm saying. Stop praising the guys in perfect situations. Y'all said the same thing about Matthew Stafford putting up all those numbers as a young player. Same thing. Nothing transferable for Patriots. We can't duplicate what they do. I don't even understand that comment. First of all, you ain't trying to duplicate what they do, but there are core principles in the game of football that they execute. That don't mean you shouldn't execute it just because they are, and it don't mean that you're trying to duplicate them. You're just trying to duplicate the right way of winning, the right way of playing football. Why does everybody think that just because the Patriots do it, and if you're trying to do it that way, you're duplicating them? Why do people think that? No, maybe they're just doing something called doing it the right way. And if you want to do it the right way, it's going to look like what they do because they do it the right way. That don't mean you're duplicating them. Just means you're doing it the right way. If the Patriots are taking the test and the question on the test says 2 + 2 and they put 4, they did it the right way. Are we supposed to I can't put 4 down, no, because, then they're going to say we're doing it the Patriots way. No, you're doing it the right way. People don't see that. They think, you're copying the Patriots. It ain't copying the Patriots. They just understand the principles of football and what you need to do to win. And it's the right way. It's not the Patriots way. It's sad whenever we start calling things the Patriots way, when in reality, it's the right way. It's the right way. See, in my opinion, the blame is equal on Patrick Mahomes, the defense, the play calling, and Andy Reid in the last few minutes of the game. I guess the Patriots don't you agree? Game, I guess the Patriots, don't you agree? I've never said the blame was on Patrick Mahomes by itself. Not at all. I just combat the people that make it seem like he had no fault at all. Like he didn't contribute to the loss. That's the only argument that I'm having. People that's around here talking about, that wasn't his fault. I didn't say it was his fault. But it ain't like he's exempt from a part of the fault, a part of the reason they lost. He had his flaws in that game. Hey, how you do it, TD, your wife, a Cowboy fan? Sheesh. Man, it's tough, man. It's tough. I live with it, though, man. Of course, you have to have a great QB. Super Bowl results show that. That's a lie. That's a lie, man. Super Bowl results don't show that. Super Bowl results don't show that. They don't. Look up the last 20 years. They don't. You know what shows it more than quarterbacks? Defenses. You got defenses that's carrying their teams, but we give the quarterback credit. Now, it's a combination. I'm not just saying, oh, you can take a sorry quarterback. No, I'm not saying that. But it's defense. Go look at the last 20 years. And hell, you can go ahead and take the Patriots and eliminate 6 out of the 20. See, that's the crazy thing. You want to look at the Patriots and say, oh, you always got to have an elite quarterback. Tom Brady himself. Tom Brady wouldn't be the elite Tom Brady we know today if he made a lot of money, because look at the last few years. The man hasn't played great in the playoffs, but they still win because the team plays great. Imagine not having a team play great for the Patriots. Imagine Tom Brady receivers dropping the ball like Jakeem Grant, Preston Williams, and Devontae Parker. Imagine that. How many rings would Brady have then? How many rings would Brady have then? That's a good one. I would love to hear that answer. If his receivers were dropping the balls like our receivers have been doing the last few weeks, how many Super Bowls would Brady have then? You want to tell me it takes the quarterback? Even you can keep going back in the last 20 years. Who else won one? Russell Wilson? Oh, rookie deal. The man was getting paid $1 million the year he won the Super Bowl. Since he got his new contract, he ain't win more than 11 games yet. And ain't been back yet. But it's the quarterback. Who else? Peyton Manning? Behind a great defense, man couldn't throw 40 yards. Go ahead. Give me some more quarterbacks that went to the Super Bowl in the last 20 years. And you tell me that it takes an elite quarterback. Go ahead. Go and give them to me. Go and give them to me. When you have a deadly accurate quarterback, your team will perform. You can count on that. Performing versus Super Bowls are two different things. There's a lot of great quarterbacks that can perform that's deadly accurate. Let me stop. It ain't a lot, but you know what I mean. We're talking Super Bowls here. I don't want to hear all the hoopla. Oh, Patrick Mahomes has been great for 4 years. You know, he's always been deep in the playoffs, but never won nothing. Another Dan Marino. Another Dan Marino. And it sucks that Dan Marino. I mean, what better example can I use? That should shut this whole conversation up for those who are arguing this. We had Dan Marino and the man didn't win the Super Bowl. Accurate, gunslinger, get that ball out, making people pay. It didn't win a Super Bowl. Was doing it for years. So you mean to tell me you need an elite quarterback to win a Super Bowl when we had one of the greatest of all time? Top 3, in my opinion, I say number 1, but y'all get my point. And didn't win a Super Bowl? Get out of here, man. Y'all be arguing baseless, media-driven arguments. Y'all sound like the mainstream media that have no evidence backing up what you're saying. You sound just like him. You know you need the quarterback. You need an elite quarterback to win Super Bowls in this league. You need elite quarterbacks to win Super Bowls in this league. We're not going to sit here and argue whether Eli Manning, a 2-time Super Bowl champion, is an elite quarterback. Wait, maybe I'm wrong. Is Eli Manning elite, y'all? Is he elite? Put it in the comment section. Let me make sure I ain't tripping here. Maybe I'm just tripping. I'm not even going to talk about Trent Dilfer anymore because everybody know he wasn't even close to average and he won a Super Bowl. I'm not even going to talk about Trent Dilfer. But is Eli Manning elite? Eli used to be that guy. It's a difference from being that guy and elite. Cam Newton was that guy his first 3 years. RG3 was that guy. Kaepernick was that guy. It was a lot of guys that were that guy. I ain't asked if he had elite games. I asked, is he elite? And you know what I mean when I say elite. Elite means you getting mentioned with the Bradys. You getting mentioned with the Montanas. You getting mentioned with the Rodgers, the Steve Youngs, the Dan Marinos, the elite, ladies and gentlemen. Elite. That's elite. Come on, man. Eli beat Brady, Rodgers, Favre on the road. Y'all still dodging the question. You're still dodging the question. See, y'all want to point out individual games. We talk about as a quarterback in the NFL, was he elite? Was he elite? Yes or no? See, I want to talk about who he beat, but nobody has brought up his defense yet. Nobody brought up the defense that he had yet. The pass rush the Giants had when Eli won those Super Bowls. Nobody want to talk about that type of stuff. He's above average. My point exactly. He's above average. He ain't no Peyton. Come on. Y'all gonna sit there and put him in the same level as his brother? You gonna put him in the same level of his brother? Really? Maybe that'll bring y'all back to perspective. By calling the Eli elite, you put him in the same level as his brother. Now, do you think he elite? My point exactly. My point exactly. He could have been a Hall of Famer. He might go to the Hall of Fame. Mark my words. Mark my words. He's a Manning number 1. He won 2 Super Bowls number 2. He might actually go anyway. Eli has had clutch seasons. Clutch seasons, receivers catching balls off their helmet. Anyway, man, we'll move off of Eli, man. Can y'all give me another quarterback that done won? Another quarterback in the last 20 years that won? Where you can say they were the reason they won? Where you can say that they didn't have a good defense? Can you tell me? Because somebody told me I need to look at the last 20 years. You have to have an elite quarterback. You better not say Big Ben. Like Big Ben ain't had no defensive monsters. Like and the crazy thing with Big Ben, his defense actually was scoring points in Super Bowls. Breeze and Rodgers. You know what? Breeze is one of the GOATs to me. Breeze has my utmost respect out of Breeze may not be top 5, but he's my top 5 because he came in and earned every bit humbly, and Breeze is the real deal. Aaron Rodgers, on the other hand, people can get mad at me all they want. I personally don't buy into the overall hype of Aaron Rodgers. I really don't. I don't buy into the hype of Aaron Rodgers like everybody else does. Deep down inside, I really don't. The man went and won the Super Bowl and ain't been worth nothing since. The man ain't even been in the conversation of Super Bowl in 11 years almost. Because he has this amazing arm and he's just so good. Then what has that gotten him in the last 11 years? 10 years, however long it's been. The man ain't did nothing. since we want to say it's the quarterback that makes the difference, what? This guy said, dude, you crazy. Rodgers the man. Then what has Rodgers done in the last 10 years? If he's the man and we're saying you need an elite quarterback to win Super Bowls, what's going on? Now, don't get me wrong. See, that's the difference. Antonio, you're misunderstanding me. His skill and his ability as a quarterback, he's A1. I'm not knocking that. But I'm going on the fact that everybody say you have to have the elite quarterback and he's going to make all the difference to help you win a Super Bowl. Then what's the problem with the Green Bay Packers? Because you can't name, he don't have this, he don't have that. No, because y'all say the quarterback is all that matters. The quarterback is all that matters. So you mean to tell me it's been like 10 years and ain't did nothing? Ain't did nothing. Ain't did nothing. What has his team accomplished in 10 years? Ain't did nothing. But every year we keep naming them. So to the person who told me go look at the last 20 years, I'm still waiting on the quarterbacks that you say you have to have that are elite to win it all. And they make the difference, and only them. Because most of them sound like they've always had great defenses. That New York defense was tough. That Baltimore defense was A1. Hell, even the Seattle defense was A1. The Broncos defense was A1. So my point once again, you need a great defense to win Super Bowls and an above average quarterback like Flacco, like Eli, like those guys. That's all you need. The Rams, greatest show on turf. And that ain't even Mrs. Spacely. All right. Howard didn't do well, man. I don't want to talk about Howard no more, man. I just hope he bounced back versus the Chargers and locked down whoever he on. Mike said, not true, TD. Mike, you out of all people know the rules of this channel. You can't just say something ain't true without giving us the reason why it ain't. Come on, Mike. Help the people out. Educate TD and the people on why it's not true. That's all you got to do, bro. The floor is yours. You know I'm open to being educated. Who's better, Tannehill or Rosen? I don't know. I haven't seen either of them in a good situation, like Mahomes. Well, I've seen Tannehill one time with a great O-line, great weapons, and a decent defense. And he went 8-3. It was pretty darn good. But it was still a small sample size. I can't say he's great just because he went 8-3 off of that team. Can't say it. I have no idea. Rosen, still ain't seen him in a great situation. Why am I gonna evaluate this kid on how good he is if he ain't even got the best O-line we could put together for him? He ain't got the best defense we could put together for him. It's hard. Guy said Nick Foles, above average. What Nick Foles been doing in Jacksonville before he got hurt? How was Nick Foles looking in Jacksonville? I know it's pretty early on, but don't give me Nick Foles either, man. Nick Foles, to me, ain't nothing but another Matt Castle. Stand in for the starter and look good while you're doing it because, once again, you got a great team around you. Nick Foles had a loaded Eagles team. Don't tell me Nick Foles. Yeah, he played a great game in the Super Bowl. Like I said, you just need a quarterback that ain't going to lose you the game. I'm not saying Nick Foles is a one-hit wonder, but Nick Foles to me is just like Matt Castle. The starter went out. You look like you were all pro. You look like you were all pro because the team around you was amazing. They could mask your flaws. TD don't like no QB. That's not true. That is not true at all. I like Matt Ryan. I like Drew Brees. I like Tom Brady. I'm just talking about skill. I don't like Tom Brady. I hate Tom Brady, but I'm talking about just real evaluation of a quarterback. I like Tom Brady. I like Russell Wilson. I think he's overrated though, but I like Russell Wilson. Who else do I like as a quarterback? I know I'm missing something. Who else do I like as a quarterback? Phillip Rivers. Yeah, I give you that one. Who else do I like as a quarterback? That might be it. As far as guys that, hey, man, these are the guys right here, man. I'm not a fan of Rodgers, and I ain't got nothing against him. I have no interest of hating on Rodgers. I'm not a Cowboys fan to hate him. I don't even know who in his division when I think about it. I have no reason to hate on Rodgers. I'm just not a fan of Rodgers. I just don't see where all the hype comes from. I really don't. He makes some nice passes here and there. Now, not here and there. He makes a lot of nice passes, but still don't see where he makes the difference. Throwing a Jordy Nelson and Cobbs all those years deep when they done beat their guy by 10 yards. Like we gonna act like Cobbs and Jordy Nelson wouldn't beating their defender by 10 yards on them deep touchdowns every week. I don't know, man. Just me. Prescott looks good so far this year. He does look good, but again, they haven't played anyone. I tell you what, let's see how this kid looks in the Saints game this week. That's a game that I'm interested in. Cowboys versus Saints. That's the one that I'm interested in watching. That'll be a real good one. But I don't really, anything Dallas Cowboys, I don't grade them off regular season. I grade them off of the first 2 weeks of the playoffs. Can you ever get past the first 2 weeks? They ain't did that in 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 years, I feel like. TD, I answered you 5 times. My bad, Mike. Sorry. Okay, TD. Peyton Manning, Colts, Super Bowl team, had a horrible D, ranked 26th. Peyton Manning. That's funny you said that because I still remember my guy that I went to high school actually played for the Colts then, and I remember him getting an interception in the AFC Championship game. And you said that the Colts had a horrible D. Let me tell you something about the Colts defense back then. Colts defense was bend but don't break. The Colts defense was always bend but don't break. But let me take it a step further for you, Mike. We're talking about Peyton Manning, who before, and let me tell you another thing. I always felt like Peyton Manning was a better quarterback than Tom Brady. And a lot of people believed that when Peyton Manning was in his prime. But as Tom kept winning and winning and winning because he had more around him, unlike Peyton, people just didn't even make the argument anymore of the difference. They never really made that argument. It was like for 1 year and then it just went. But what I will tell you about Peyton Manning, he is what you would call the exception to the rule. So in other words, you are correct. Josh Gordon with the interception. Nice pick. You are 100% correct. He is the exception to the rule. But how many Peyton Mannings are in this league? And let me give you an example of that. You can't call a Patrick Mahomes a Peyton Manning. Because what made Peyton Manning great? What Patrick Mahomes does ain't even coming close to what Peyton Manning did of what made Peyton Manning great. And that was that mind, that brain. See, Patrick Mahomes is the type of guy just like a Tua to me, where he go to the line of scrimmage, he got to play, and he hike the ball and try to make whatever happen. And good for him, he makes it happen. But what did Peyton Manning do? He looked at the defense, and he wasn't debating the defense. He would debate out of the 20 plays he knows that can beat this defense, which one's going to get the most yards, though. I can run this, but nah, if I run that, I'll get this. But if I run this, I'll get that. See, that's the difference. That's the difference when we talk about elite quarterbacks. That's the difference. That's like ultra elite. See, I don't know if you know anything about Dragon Ball Z or anything like that, but that's what you call ultra instinct. That's what Peyton Manning had. Without thinking, he could do what he needed to do. See, and didn't have the physical attributes. See, y'all going crazy about Mahomes and all these guys that have the physical attributes, the speed, the arm that can get out, this and that. Peyton Manning beat you with this. Peyton Manning beat you with this. That's why that's the exception to the rule. It wasn't a defense in the NFL that he couldn't rip apart using this. Using this. Using this. Period. TD, would you give Patrick Kansas City 4 first-round picks for Mahomes? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Now, we can talk about it in about 4 years from now. See, when you get Patrick Mahomes his $40 million a year, if he still makes the difference and wins them a Super Bowl after his deal, see, it's different. That's why I tell people now. See, if Patrick Mahomes went and won a Super Bowl this year, people are like, see, I told you, TD, you ain't tell me nothing. Patrick Mahomes, Dak Prescott, Jared Goff, Deshaun Watson, what's your boy in with the Ravens? What's the Ravens quarterback? Jackson. All these young quarterbacks on rookie deals that's looking good. They better win a Super Bowl in their first 4 years. That's the only hope the team got for them to be successful long term is winning the Super Bowl in the first 4 years. Because if you win a Super Bowl, the rest of the team is more inclined to take a pay cut to keep it together. But if you don't win a Super Bowl, everybody want their money now because we've been going far every year. So Mahomes got his best opportunity to win the Super Bowl is this year. Dak Prescott, his best opportunity to win a Super Bowl is this year. Because as soon as they get their money, it's going to be the Russell Wilson effect. It's going to be the Russell Wilson effect. Great quarterback, but it will never be enough anymore to win their team a Super Bowl because they're taking up too much of the team money. Great quarterback. See, I don't want to get people mistaken. They're going to be arguing with me in the comment section later. How dare you say Russell ain't good? Once again, great quarterback, but ain't good enough to make the difference of winning the team a Super Bowl. Ain't good enough to make the difference of winning. That money you gave him ain't the difference of winning a Super Bowl. Matter of fact, you make your chances worse because you gave him all that money. You made your chances worse. That's why I say all these young little flashy quarterbacks, we've seen this story before. Who all came out that year? Tannehill, Cam Newton, RG3, Andrew Luck, Russell Wilson. I mean, all we doing is repeating it again. In today's era, you got the Patrick Mahomes, the Jared Goffs. You got all the dudes. All they doing is repeating history. One or two of them will win a Super Bowl on their rookie deal and never win again. Because the money that they get from winning it takes away from the team. Takes away from the team. We've seen this story before. We've seen it. The evidence is there, man. So I wouldn't give 4 first rounders for no Patrick Mahomes. Now, as soon as he get his money, if he get his money and he win his Super Bowls, man, send them 4 first rounders. Because we know that this guy can win us a Super Bowl regardless of us having a future or not, because he makes all the difference. But I've never seen it done. I have never seen it done. Neither have you. But you keep banking on it. That's what you call the insanity of the NFL. Not you being insane, but that's the insanity of the NFL. That's what these fans that don't know football are chasing right now. The next guy who's not going to do anything long term. Because if he does work out to be elite, he's going to take the money from your team that's going to help you actually win Super Bowls. And forever, you'll feel like you got the quarterback of the future, but you'll be crying every year, we need better receivers. They go get better receivers. We need an O-line. They go get a better O-line. We need a better defense. They go get a defensive end. We need better corners. Then you go get corners. How do we get back to needing an O-line again? Because you had to go get those corners, so you couldn't keep paying this O-line. Because the one constant that you keep paying is that quarterback who ain't making the difference of winning the Super Bowl. Oh, but he's still putting the stats up every year. He's still winning a few games. But on the biggest stage, he's not getting it done. He's not getting it done. Man, the facts have been here for the longest now. That's my philosophy of football. So when people argue with me, that's what you're arguing with. Stuff that's been proven. And you can't give me a single situation where it's otherwise. Other than maybe Peyton Manning in a situation where he killed people with his brain. He knew that if we had to have a shootout, I'm going to win on my side of the ball more than you are. But obviously he had receivers to catch the ball. That's a fire shirt you got. A XXL I can get. Hey, SM, I got some merch in the merch store. The link is in the description below. Go check out TD Fan Shop, man. Brady hasn't had a D in how many of those Super Bowls? Man, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? First of all, one Super Bowl Brady won was because of the other person missed the field goal on the other team. Another Super Bowl Brady won is because they picked off Seattle in the red zone when everybody and they mama know you should have gave the ball to Marshawn Lynch. Game over. They picked the ball off. That's two Super Bowls right there Brady should not have won. And you're going to tell me he hasn't had defenses in a lot of those Super Bowls? Go back and look at it, man. Hell, the last Super Bowl. The last Super Bowl. Do you see what Flores did? How many points did the other team score in the last Super Bowl? Talk about Brady ain't had no defense. Man, y'all try to make y'all point as best you can. Y'all be trying to make y'all point with these false, man, come on, man. Look where their D was ranked. Their D always ranked bad. Their offense always ranked bad. You know why? Because they don't get elite players. They always rank them bad. They always rank them bad. But what you see on the field, why other teams can't score on them? Who did they play in the Super Bowl last year? I already don't remember. The Rams. How many points did the Rams score? How many points did the Rams score? Can somebody tell me how many points the Rams scored? 3 freaking points. And you're going to sit here and tell me, look where their defense was ranked. Their defense gave up 3 points in the Super Bowl, and you're going to sit here and tell me, look where their defense was ranked. Y'all see what I be competing against? Y'all see what I be competing against? I give you another game last year. I think it was against Buffalo. Tom Brady had 0 touchdowns that game. It was one of his worst games. What sealed the game? An interception with a minute left in the game. It was a low-scoring game. It was like 16 to 9 or something. It was some crazy score. Tell me they ain't got no defense. Y'all, man, y'all, stop. Stop it. Stop it. They ain't got no defense. They always got a defense. Minus the big names. Always got a defense, man. Well, like I said, y'all give any narrative to man. I don't even know what y'all purpose of giving these false narratives is. To justify your reasons of loving another player. Just call it what it is, man. Call it what it is, man. They like getting reactions out of you, TD. They must be. I mean, you know, I don't even know why I'm tripping. You right. It gotta be trolls that's saying this stuff to me. Gotta be. The evidence is right there. But I was just showing y'all my football philosophy. My thought process on this game of football. Why I think the way I think. Why I'm like, all you need is an above average quarterback. This is my football philosophy. And I got all the evidence to associated to support why I believe what I believe. It doesn't mean I'm right, but I'm still looking for the evidence to tell me I'm wrong. Trust me, I search for it every day just to try to stay as on point as I possibly can. I search for it every single day. I search for it every day, man. Every day. TD, do you see Miami making any more trades before the deadlines? What's your prediction? Rashad Jones for a fourth? Oh, no, it might be deadline week, if anything, and it's because another team coming in offering buku money. If Rashad Jones get traded, it's really to a contender. It's really to a team that's literally saying, hey, man, this is our chance right here. We're like one piece away. Let's go ahead and get him. That's what it'll be. And we'll be patient and do it. We'll be patient and do it. Can you bring guests on tonight, TD? Sorry, Chris, I'm not on the right platform, but tomorrow I will. I promise you that. Tomorrow I will, for sure. I definitely will. Look at this game, 28-9, touchdown. Oh, well, they trying to come back? That'd be so trash if they was to come back on the Bears. That would be so crazy, man. They down by 13. About to be 12 after the field goal. That'd be crazy if the Bears let them come back. Top QBs help their D by dominating time of possession. And top defenses help their quarterback by giving them a short field. You see how that works, Mike? It's two ways, two sides to every story, bro. I ain't going to let you write the one side and just ignore the other. TD Fins, Miami Dolphins owner, defensive coordinator. Whoa, they went for two? Will Taco Charlton help put some pressure on Rivers? Yeah, I believe he will. We just got to get better play overall. Harris got to step up. He got to step up, man. Only football I watched this week was my Dogs against Notre Dame. T, do you think we found our franchise QB in Rosen? I'm not sure yet. That was one game. We got a lot more evaluation to watch throughout this season with Rosen. But yesterday made me hopeful. It made me more hopeful that, hey, man, keep on taking advantage of the moment. Let me tell you the glaring thing about Rosen yesterday. 0 interceptions. 0 interceptions, man. Now, I don't like that he takes some of the sacks that he takes. He needs to start getting rid of the ball. But 0 interceptions. Let's see. TD, now that Rosen is in Miami, do you think he might get some gold teeth? Your thoughts? I don't think so. I don't know why that's so much associated with Miami. I probably know why, because a lot of people wear gold teeth in Miami, a lot of individuals. But that's everywhere. I lived in Dallas. People got gold teeth. I've been to a lot of places. A lot of people got gold teeth, man. It's a 60-minute contest. TD, what would you select with our 3 first rounders? It depends on where the picks are. Anytime you ask me who I'll select with the 3 first rounders, you got to give me what picks they are. Is it number 1? Is it number 3? Is it number 8? Is it number 12? You got to give me those. You got to give me that order. Give me the 3 numbers in order, and I'll tell you what I would get. I'll take a sack over an interception on Rosen. TD think Miami Dolphins need to make changes, defense coordinator and offensive coordinator. No, I'm not going to say that at all. I'm not going to say that at all. Y'all also have to understand that these guys are learning. These guys are learning, man. They're learning. They'll get better themselves. Oh, y'all gave me some orders. Yeah, I have been a football coach already. It was Little League, but I've been a football coach 4 years. The first year we lost in the championship, and then we won 3 championships in a row after that. Undefeated 2 of those seasons. Undefeated 2 of those seasons. And I know it's kids, it's 11, 12, 13 and stuff like that, but coaching is coaching, man. I'm a natural coach. I'm a repetition type guy. I'm the type of guy, man, I'll wear you out with repetition. Doing the same thing over and over until it get perfect. And I don't believe in perfection. I believe in the closest thing to it, whatever that is. Okay, if we pick 1st, 8th, and 25th, my first pick is going to be a defensive end. My 8th pick, the 8th pick, if a top quarterback is available, I probably would take him there. If nobody else took the top available that I would want. In 25, I'm going to take a guard. I'll probably take the best guard I can find at 25. If it was 1st, 4th, and 20, I'm taking defensive end number 1. Number 4, I might actually go with the cornerback because he will be the number 1 cornerback coming off the board. And it's a good option out there now. And number 20, once again, I'll probably take a guard. I'll probably take one of the best guards available. That's what I would do if I pick those, if those are our picks. My gold teeth retired. New England Patriots. 3rd and 4, incomplete. Man, I can't believe this, man. I feel like we about to watch this game and the Redskins are actually going to come back. I do feel like that right now. I don't know why. It's going to be crazy if they do. They said Brandon Schuff is a possible target for Miami to get from FA, free agents. What's up with the 125 mil? Will anyone decent sign next year? Oh, we're going to be straight in free agency. And 125 is more than that. That Minka deal, we ain't paying his rookie salary. I think he was due like $11 million next year or something. I would have to go check it out again, but he was due some money next year. So it's more than 125. Think all the good tackles are gone by that time. Yeah. That's why I say guard. Now, if I was still in the top, if I had the 10th pick, I would probably go tackle. I would probably go tackle. We need to draft a running back, TD. I'm not a big fan of and I agree with drafting a running back. Hold on. I'm not sorry. I had to check that, guys. I'm not all for spending a lot of money on running back. Excuse me. I'm not spending a lot. I'm not all for spending a lot of money on running backs. I truly do believe if you got a great offensive line, anybody can run behind it. I mean that. Yeah, some running backs will make the difference, but as far as like big time games, but man, I'm looking first down at a time of possession. Anybody. And the Dallas Cowboys teach you that. They teach you that. Hell, Zeke and Pollard had over 100 yards on us, I believe. It don't matter, man. If you got a good old line, anybody can run behind that. Every time Zeke ran into some traffic, we stopped him 1 or 2 yards. But every time he went on the outside and there was nobody in sight because that old line set them blocks, he took off. He took off. He all. Oh, are we back? It looked like the connection cut out and then it came back. I agree, Luis. What Luis said, I think I missed it. Season not over. Remember when we started 1-4 and made the playoffs, we could do it again. Yeah, I remember that. But again, I'm gonna tell you now, just to even have that kind of turnaround, you need a pass rush. If we don't address pressure on the quarterback between now and the next 3 weeks, we can kiss all that goodbye. We got to address those things. Are you home? Yes, I'm at home, sitting in my living room watching the game. I think you can see a little bit of the mirror. Adrian Peterson going to lose 4 yards on first down. Our running backs are bad. I don't agree with that. We act like our running backs have been given great running lanes. Let's not forget that, guys. Let's not forget that. Take away Drake's fumble. Not a single running back on our roster. It's their fault that we're not picking up rushing yards. We ain't been blocking. The defense has been smothering our rushes. Uh-oh. Well, it's going to be 3rd and 1. Why don't we cycle our backs? That's a good question. A part of it is for the simple fact it don't even matter. It ain't even like our guys are tired, like of why they're not doing good because they're tired of doing this or that. We're not blocking. We're not creating great run lanes. Oh, incomplete. And he should have caught that. Yeah, they got to go for it. TD, are you mad at T Fluffy Pillow? Nah, I ain't mad at the Fluffy Pillow, man. I just ain't hang out with the Fluffy Pillow in a while, Adam. 4th and 1. See what they do. Well, 4 to the left. That's weird. Complete. Man, the Redskins trying to make this a game, man. TD, is that pillow still up for sale? Y'all are crazy. Y'all keep on trying to take my pillow, man. Stop trying to steal my pillow. We got a game. Well, we'll see. His quarterback was looking boo-boo trash the first half. Now he done picked it up. That pass rush slowed down too. Y'all notice that? Now he pressured. But y'all notice Keenum getting time to throw the ball now. So you mean to tell me a guy looking trash in the first half because the pass rush getting there, and now all of a sudden the defense tired and he getting time to throw the ball and he's striking it all over the field? This be my point. What's good, Mike? What's going on with you, homie? Haskins to McLaren is wet. TD, I want that Mika Fitzpatrick jersey. Man, I probably don't mind giving it away. Here we go. Empty backfield. Trips to the left, 2 to the right. Quick strike on the outside. First down and more. 14-yard gain. Well, they're going to give him 12. Here we go. We might have a game. That defensive line tired. Yeah, I'm back home, guys. That defensive line is tired, man. Yeah, I traveled to Dallas. That was tough, man. Y'all hit that like button. Let's get 100 likes, guys. All right, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Tight end on the right side. Running back on the left hip. Back to pass. Finds another guy. Finds him again. They're at the 25-yard line. Do y'all see all this time he getting to throw the ball now? Remember the first half? That's why I tell you need a pass rush. If you don't have a pass rush, even a great defense, you get a quarterback enough time to throw the ball, it's all day. All day. They hand the ball off. Good draw. He going to get 8 yards. They are at the 17-yard line, man. $5 for the Ryan Tannehill 17 jersey. Send me the 5, bro. I might just give it to you, man. That'll be a profit on my end, man. I actually want to keep Tannehill jersey for one reason. If this man win a Super Bowl, man, first of all, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be livid. He gets 1 yard. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Slow down, bro. I don't trust Keenan to finish this off. I agree. Me either. But again, if you're giving him all day to throw the ball, even the guys you don't trust can look good. I'll be right back. We got a game, baby. We got a game. Here we go, 3rd and 1. They better run the ball, by the way. They're going to play action. Watch. Jet sweep. They hand it off. He's going to get close. He's going to get half a yard. 4th and 1. They better run a quarterback sneak. Yeah, he got it. He fumbled. He fumbled. He got the first, came out. Wow. He thinking this is the goal line like he going to make a touchdown from getting over. He might have blew it. They say, where's Haskins at? If Haskins can't start over Keenum, I don't understand why people were mad that we drafted Christian Wilkins. Christian Wilkins has been balling. The problem is y'all won't notice that unless you watch the film. You won't notice that unless you watch the film. You got a good anchor in the middle on that defensive line for the future. Put Haskins in the game already. What up with the pillow? Man, it's my pillow, man. Haskins another bust like Tua. I don't know if Tua will be a bust, man. How did Kyler Murray look yesterday with his 2 interceptions? I ain't watched the game. I just heard he had 2 picks. How did he look? Does anybody know? Y'all let me know, man. How did Kyler Murray look? I believe we can do it again, TD, 10-6. Let's go, Oscar. I hope so. What's the brew? Just an angry boy, man. Can you do a draft prospect video? Chris, later in the season, because I haven't done enough research yet, man. I haven't done enough, but I'm going to tell you, if we keep losing like this, I'll have time to do it. And plus, we're going to be big players in the draft and free agency. I'll probably start studying that up too. Yeah, that's a good idea, man. I'm going to start studying up the free agents coming out at our needs. And does it look like they're re-signing with their team? Are they restricted or unrestricted? Oh, yeah, I got you, bro. Not impressed with Wilkins. Is there any reason why? He's getting double teamed every play. What do you want from Wilkins? I guess that's the better question to ask. What would impress you? It's no difference with Ndamukong Suh. Ndamukong Suh was doing his job for Miami. It just didn't show up on paper. Ndamukong Suh didn't show up on paper, but he was doing his job and doing it well. I just didn't agree with the amount of money that we were giving him. We're fighting out there for yards. Good run. What is that? My bad, y'all. I was reading something that came on my screen. Man, I hate when those happen. Y'all ever see those Amber Alerts, man? Somebody be missing, man. Something going on, man. I just pray for those people, man. Hope they're going to be all right. Either you drinking beer or a Malta. Angry Orchard, whatever that is. His job is to take on blocks so linebackers are freed up. Man, I hope that person's okay. Beer or Malta, that's beer. It's light work, man. It's light work, that's for sure. Oh, there you go. Chicago about to end this game, man. That's probably pretty much a wrap right there. Hard cider. If you lower the mirror, we can see you and the game. Yeah, then they'll shut the channel down, man. TD, try on that Trevor Lawrence film. Try to see if it will work this time. No, well, I'm not on that platform. I can't do it right now. Tomorrow I'll be on it, though. Man, I just want to win a game, man. Hennessy and Bud Light, Cuban cigar, Corona's the best. That was great patience. If you look running back in the second round, do you think Howard is going to get traded, or he is here to stay? I think he's here to stay. You know, I wouldn't trade Howard unless the price is really good. I wouldn't trade him unless I'm really trying to dump that contract as soon as possible. But I wouldn't. I would just make sure you put him in a good situation. A lot will change if you have a good pass rush. Even yesterday, if Dak Prescott had half the pressure on him, half the better pressure on him, a lot of that wouldn't have happened to Xavier Howard because the D-line would have bailed him out in a lot of situations. Carson Wentz, Dak Prescott, Trubisky. Redskins trying to fight us for the first pick, man. I'm a UTD. I just want us to win. I get more and more depressed each week taking these beatings. I think Howard was not trying hard. It's that tanking process. No, I disagree. People making excuses for Howard all day today. Oh, he already know this team ain't doing nothing. He not giving effort. No. You see that I honestly I really don't like when people say stuff like that. Nah, I ain't talking about you, but let me tell you why. These guys are in the NFL. There's no such thing as them not playing hard. A matter of fact, they want to play even harder because they want to be the bright spot that's standing out in a bad situation so that they can get more recognition. How do you go to a Pro Bowl on a 7-win team and then don't care the next year? No, you want to maintain that elite status. Let me tell you another reason why he cares. When he got burnt for that first touchdown, he all crying to the refs. He pushed off me. He pushed off of me. If you ain't care, you would be like just shaking your head. He cares. They all care. And people were saying that all day today. Only reason Howard was getting burned like that because he know that we're losing and he don't care. His money's safe. Y'all missing it, man. These guys ain't going out there trying to sham it up. They're not trying to go out there and suck. They're not going out there not caring. They're trying to protect their legacy. They're trying to protect their legacy, man. Another thing, they trying to sell jerseys. Do y'all know that they make money off of jersey sales? And if anybody, right now, Howard should be playing his very best because nobody know who jersey to buy for Miami. So they're like, Howard just signed a new deal, maybe him. After yesterday, people like, man, I can't even buy his. Oh, they make a lot of money on jerseys. They make 2/3 of all the jersey proceeds. 2/3 of jersey money go to the player who jersey it is. The other 1/3 goes to the NFLPA, and they put some of it into a pool where they split it between all players. The better you do in the NFL, the better your paycheck will be. Exactly, man. These guys don't be trying to look bad and not caring. The NFL, you got to be on it, man. You could be in the league today and be out tomorrow. It's that simple. For real, TD? Damn. About what? What are you talking about? For real, about what? Forget Stephen A. Smith. He does not know football. He needs to stick to basketball. You got the knowledge. I still don't know what you're talking about. You said for real, TD. For real what? You got the knowledge? I guess. For real, I got the knowledge. I don't know what you're talking about, though. Top 5 young QBs in right now. Top 5 young QBs right now. I can't give you that list. I refuse to give you that list because I don't know who the top 5 young QBs right now because the young ones are still on their rookie deal. I don't evaluate quarterbacks until they off their rookie deal, man. Just the rule of mine. Because I will be unfairly evaluating them until they're off their rookie deal. The jersey sales? Yeah, that's a fact, man. The jersey sales, that's how it goes. The players get 2/3 of the proceeds, and the other third goes to the NFLPA, and they put a percentage of that in the pool where they split amongst all players. And plus the NFLPA gets their little cut to keep running the NFLPA. You can't just turn it on and off. That's true too. You've seen the betting thing where if the Redskins win, a guy wins $500,000 of a 89-cent parlay bet. gosh. He probably like, oh my gosh, why did he fumble? Why did he Kenyan fake me? He Kenyan faked me. And that guy's still watching the game right now. Like, come on, man. Score real fast and then get an onside kick and score again. That's crazy. Parlay. I remember about like 7 years ago, I did an 11-team parlay. I did an 11-team parlay, and I won the 10. I won a 10-team parlay from it because the last game was a push. I think I won like $800 and something or whatever. But I only bet like $3. So it was crazy, man. This was the first time I ever even did like a bet like that on my phone. And I was just doing all kind of scenarios, and I did it, and I actually won. But the last game was a push. And the crazy thing is, it happened, it was an NBA game, and it happened during trash time. Trash time. I'm like, man, I'm good. And then next thing you know, the team in the last 2 minutes gave up 10 unanswered points. Just random trash time. It was crazy, man. Steelers pick finna be be like top 10, and Texans pick finna be 20 to 25. You might be giving the Texans a little too much credit, but we'll see. It's crazy though. Minka, I heard he did good for Pittsburgh, and they still lost. But I saw a play today. Somebody sent me Minka got ragdoll, man. Tight end caught the ball. Minka went to take the tackle, and he just like slammed Minka out his way. Like literally, Minka hit him. He picked him up and threw him. I was like, dang. I didn't realize Minka was that small. Something needs to be done to make the talent want to stay instead of shipping off the talent for the gamble of draft picks. I don't think we shipped off talent for the gamble of draft picks. What talent did we ship off that was supposed to be here 3 years from now? Let me know. Outside of Laramie Tunsil, what talent did we ship off that was supposed to be here 3 years from now? Because I think that narrative is wrong too when people say that. We need to stop shipping off our talent. What talent did we ship off outside of Tunsil? Kiko wasn't going to be here 3 years from now. Stop. Please stop. Minka, he wanted to go. What you want to do? Hold on to somebody who don't want to be with you? Listen, to all you fellas, if the young lady say, I don't want to be with you, believe her and move on with your life. Please move on with your life, man. Kenny Stills, he wasn't going to be here 3 years. See, y'all naming people that wasn't going to be here in 3 years or who wanted to go on their own. Ajayi, I told y'all when we traded Ajayi, I was happy because he wasn't going to be in the league in 4 years. And here it is 3 years later, and he ain't in the league. Charles Clay. Where's Charles Clay right now? He went to his new team and ended up getting cut, didn't he? Come on, y'all. Oh, Charles Clay with the Cardinals now? Oh, after he got cut? Free agent. Can't wait. Dolphins forever. Well, if he was a Dolphin forever, he would have taken a pay cut. Trying to think. Who was that? Somebody said Pouncey. I'll get there. Pouncey started to be injury prone. We couldn't take the chance for that money. No, it's not the same one, is it? I don't even remember really. Mike Wallace, overpaid receiver. Landry. Once again, Landry ain't as good as y'all making this man seem. And Landry never made the difference. Landry wanted to be one of the highest paid receivers. Do you think Landry is still worth being paid what he's paid right now? Do you think it's still worth it? Here the Browns go, got Landry and Odell, and still lose. For us, he was. No, he ain't. He wasn't a threat, man. The betting person needs a miracle. Yeah, it need more than a miracle. How are we getting better? How are we getting better? By getting rid of all the people who would blind us and think that we were doing just fine or getting better. Do y'all understand a process? You got to go ahead and get rid of what you got to clean house first. You got to get rid of the stench first, man. The stench spreads. You got to get rid of everybody who was infected and touched by it. Got to pay the guys who perform for morale. Excuse me. I'm sorry. You got to pay the guys who perform for morale. No, you don't. If we would have kept all these guys that y'all named, we would have been no better. We would have been a 7-8 win team, still trying to figure out what it's going to take to win it all. Over and over and over and over. Nigga Fitzpatrick went to the Steelers, and the Steelers are 0-3. Go figure. Because everybody thinks that it makes all the difference in the world. They might make it a game. They might win. Yeah, right. TD, when do the NFL release the new schedules for next season? Good question. I don't even know. Every year I say when is, and then when it comes, I don't bother to remember that. This is when it happens every year. This is the best house clearing I've ever seen. We are set up this off season. Yeah, and I like that we did it all in 1 year. That's not true. We started this house cleaning 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I mean, we've been started this cleaning. It started with the Pounceys and those guys of the world, out Brandon Alberts. Then it went on to the Jais and Landrys. Then it was the everybody else. It's been piece by piece. It's been piece by piece. And now we're at this point where the last few guys had to go, and they're gone. Last few guys had to go, and now they're gone. So, TD, the Fins are going to be on top soon. I agree. Taco got a sack. Yeah. Ajayi was a great running back until he was injured. You need to talk about what injuries he had. Concussion protocol every week. I said it when we had him. I said, I don't like Ajayi for our future. He has total disregard for his own safety. Total disregard for his safety. He a head crack, him head first. That don't last long in the NFL. And sure enough, what if we would have gave him the big contract? What if we would have gave Ajayi the big contract and he start having all these concussions and stuff? Once again, we would have been paying a guy more money than we should have, and we can't even use him. So, yeah, he was a good running back, but he wasn't the right running back. Jay Ajayi got a ring, though. On his way out, I'm proud of him. I was happy for him for getting it. It still don't change the fact that if he was in Miami, he wouldn't have a ring. If he was in Miami, he'll be hurt and probably not playing. And we paying him big money. So what's the point? If anything, it worked out in his favor and our favor. And you wonder why the Eagles, after winning a Super Bowl and he wasn't hurt, didn't give him the big deal that y'all wanted to give him. Why didn't the Eagles give him the big deal? Because they knew better. They just needed a guy to come in, sacrifice himself to win it all that season and call it a day. That's simple. Every corner gets burned. Yeah, they do, but not 8 of 9. Not if you, quote unquote, the highest paid corner in the league, getting nine targets and you got burnt for 8 of them. You're bringing my headache back. This TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans, guys. I'm about to head to bed, man. It's been a long week. This traveling has taken its toll. I'm about to be knocked out, man. But I thank y'all for tuning in. I thank you for your love and support. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with your boy tonight. Tomorrow, I'll be back at it all day, streaming, doing some shows, making sure I do some live streams where you all can chime in as well and come in the video chat. But yeah, man, and I appreciate y'all hanging out with me as always, man. We 3 likes away from 100 likes. See if y'all can hit that like button on your way out so that we can get to 100 likes. Well, I'm going to wait for a second, see if we got 100 likes, man. Y'all hit that like button. Nice, TD. Thanks. Appreciate you, Vic. Peace. Customized jerseys are the way to go. Cool. We got over 100, man. Everybody who hung out with your boy tonight and just chilled out, man. Thank y'all. Love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. It's time for me to lay it down and just be gone. I'll see y'all tomorrow, though. I love y'all, man. I really do. It's your boy TD. I just want to win, man. Peace. I'm out.